Well, that's crazy, man. Listen, you're watching Straight Up TV. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up TV. If you're just now tuning in for the first time, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Listen, we have a show for you guys today, man. Listen, if you didn't know it, today we got some of the heaviest hitters in the slingshot community. Listen, and they wild right now. Listen, they've been talking, they've been saying everything. So it's about to be a good show. So listen, we're gonna get some introductions going on, right? So let's start with Big Rod. Introduce yourself.
What's up? All starting everybody. It's Big Rod, president of East South Slingshot, representing Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi. How everybody doing?
Good.
What's up? Black Mamba.
Hi, everybody. This is Tanya, aka Black Mamba, coming to you from Houston, hometown of those World Series winning Astros. Hi, y'all.
Hey.
Nut House.
Hey, man, it's Nut House out here representing them SS22s, LED boys, for sure.
All right, just keep it going. Let's keep it going. Miss Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth. My slingshot name is Cruella. I'm from Houston, Texas.
All right. Megatron.
Megatron in the building, aka Top Shotter from Atlanta, Georgia.
G Money.
What up, everybody? It's G, aka G Money from Jersey. Team Light 'em Up.
Texas Queen.
Hey, you got your Texas Queen here coming from all the city. That's why it's Texas Queen. Austin, Del Valley, Houston, Dallas. I represent everybody because I love you all.
Pun, what's up, Pun?
I'm from Jersey. Team Light 'em Up.
Team Light 'em Up. All right, we got King Kong in the building. What's up, King Kong?
What's going on, y'all? Dallas, Texas.
I hear you. Hey, turn. Are you on the computer, sir?
I'm on an iPad.
Okay. All right. Can you
Let me put my headphones on. You good? I'll mute the top.
Can you turn it sideways?
Man, you know how I do all this shit.
No, it's not gonna work. That's cool. That's cool, man. I want to welcome you guys to Sling Talk number 11. All right.
Keep it.
So how you guys been doing?
Makes you look taller.
Hey, you forgot my intro.
Tiffany.
God dang. Hey, coming live to you. This is Tiffany Campbell, Miss Coco, representing the SS Air Riders.
Miss Coco. Sorry about that, Miss Coco.
Yes.
All right. So let's get going, man. I just want to say, like I said, if you tuned in first time, hit that like and subscribe button. Listen, on this episode, these are the legends. These are the big names of the slingshot community, man. These are the guys who are always in the winning circle. So if you're tuning in right now, you're watching a special episode, right? Our special guest is Mr. Jimmy the Plug. Jimmy the Plug, Mr. SS Takeover. How you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm good, sir. You caught me at the wrong time. I'm good. Mr. SS Takeover, James McCray, the Plug.
Hey,
I'm DC.
Trying to get Kenyatta, man. All right, so let's get started, man. So I want to ask you guys some questions, and we're going to start with the order of responses. Big Rod, Black Mamba, Nut House, Elizabeth, Megatron, G Money, Texas Queen, King Kong, and then our special guest. All right, so the first question is this. Like most of you guys are always winning championships, either light contest or the sound contest. How do you guys keep yourself and keep your slingshot ready to compete? How do you guys keep your slingshot at the top of its game? We'll start off with Big Rod.
Well, I said I do the lights. I'm stronger in the light than the sound competition now. So I always make sure I practice a couple days before the show and make sure all my fuses and all that looking pretty good. So I try not to do any upgrades right before a show just to make sure nothing goes bad. But it's usually just I try to stick to what I know.
Okay. Black Mamba.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, just staying in the shop, making sure they're checking everything out, making sure everything is working properly. And like Big Rod said, testing out a couple of days before the show, testing it out right before the competition.
Got it. Nut House.
Man, they hit it on the head, testing, making sure everything working right. Every light strip that you got on your bike is on. For as far as your sound tweaking and tuning before you get to the show to know which songs you're gonna play, which ones sound the best in your sling.
Got it. Miss Elizabeth.
Yes, my husband Henry and Pedro from AP Custom Cycles. The week before, we go through everything. We go through songs. We make sure all the speakers and the subs working and everything's good to go.
Megatron.
You're giving us secrets.
Well, like I say, it consists of just regular maintenance. I mean, if you're a person that's concerned about your sling performance, you'll just always do daily regular routine. That way, if a competition was to come up overnight, you're ready to go at all times. So just regular maintenance as usual.
Texas Queen.
Okay, so here's the real secret. Are y'all ready? This is the top secret. I don't compete, but I'm the biggest supporter. I love me some Black Mama. Miss Coco is starting to get on the scene. I am all for her. I root for Miss Cruella when she's not going against my boy disturbing the peace. You know I'm all for Rallo. So I don't compete anymore. I haven't competed since I've been with the Slingshots, but I am at everybody's show. SS Takeover, Three Wheel Showdowns, Fast Sling Experience. I'm at all of them, and I'm the biggest supporter of all of y'all.
Okay. King Kong.
Man, to be honest, we don't do a lot between most shows. It usually just sits in the trailer because my son has football or school or other activities in between shows. So a lot of times we don't even bring it out to the night before the show.
Okay, all right. Miss Coco.
I'm also on Team AMP Custom Cycle, so whatever Miss Cruella said is what we do.
And our special guest.
Oh man, I don't do nothing because my bike always stay in the trailer. I can't get in the game no more. So I don't test them to me.
Okay. All right. So Pun, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? Hello?
Hey Pun, can you hear me?
Hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you keep your slingshot ready to go, man?
I don't. I just go to the show, man. I don't even check it.
All right. So let's keep it moving. Let's keep moving. So listen, this is a serious question right here. I want to know how you guys keep it calm. Like, listen, do you get nervous? Do you get nervous when you're about to compete? Because you're on the stage, everybody's watching, there's cameras out. Listen, in some competitions, there's money on the line, there's a trophy on the line, there's a belt. Listen, you're repping yourself. So how do you stay calm? How do you stay calm and how do you not get nervous and maybe overplay your bike or maybe not work your LEDs right? How do you stay calm and not get nervous? Big Rod.
To try to say not nervous is I try to focus on something and not overthink it, try to put my mind somewhere in another place, and I might not even talk to nobody right before the show. I might be able to stand off to the side to be standoffish just to make sure I don't get too caught up in conversations, just to stay on focus.
Black Mamba.
Well, since Jake opened his mouth last time we were on here and told everybody how nervous I am before we compete and how we go back and forth the entire day before the show, the way I calm my nerves is I chew gum. I keep my gum handy all the time. I chew gum, get my nerves together. And a little something.
Nut House.
Man, now when I first started, I used to be nervous. The phone would be shaking in my hand, just nerves real bad. But now that I know everybody, and we pretty much get along, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Okay. Elizabeth?
I feel the same way Nuthouse does. At first, yep, I was really nervous, but now I kind of zone everybody out. I try to just focus on what I'm doing. So I'm not as nervous anymore.
Megatron?
Yeah, I think it's something that just takes time. Over time, you build that confidence because, especially when you first get into the game, you don't know what you're up against. You're getting to know other people's slings, and so it's natural as a human being to feel some kind of way. So I think it's just a matter of just over time. The more you practice, the more you compete, the more you get over it.
Okay. All right. G Money.
Yeah, like, listen, I'm fairly new to the game, so I still get nervous. Hey, what snaps me out of it is, when the team get on me. Like, I had Jimmy one day was like, "Yo, play your sling, G." And I was at the Bagger show. Came back and got we got won that round for the slingshots. It's just, I don't know, I just is a natural thing. But and then for the Battle of the Turnpike, I had some moonshine in my slingshot. That eased me down. So I think that's gonna be my little trick. Bring my little flask with some moonshine. I'll be all right.
Yeah. Texas Queen, talk to us.
Well, there's no nervous in me in a bone in my body or any. I ain't nervous about nothing. That's why I don't compete. There you go.
Well, Texas Queen. Texas Queen, do you get nervous on riding on the interstate? Do you get nervous on mob rides? Do you get nervous at all?
I think because I've been riding bikes since 2004, the slingshot is nothing compared to riding motorcycles. So no, I'm very comfortable. I love riding fast. I love all vehicles fast. I'm not nervous at all. I love to go. Double stack, single stack. I do it all. It doesn't matter.
King Kong.
I think he's frozen.
Uh-oh.
Frozen
King Kong
with
here? All right.
Wow, what an awesome smile, King.
We're gonna go to Pond. Pond, what's up, man?
You asking me the wrong question. Ain't nothing nervous
Oh,
about it.
Come on, Pond. Come on, Pond. You don't get nervous at all.
You know I don't. You know I don't. Ain't no nervous in me, baby.
I got you.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, Mr. Elizabeth.
What is pun? What level? What?
Lightweight. She right there.
Oh, that's crazy because you guys never met before. Because Pun ain't come to Texas, but no, how far you came, Elizabeth? You came where?
Arkansas.
Okay, Arkansas. I'm saying, as far as the takeover shows, you traveled somewhere though before, right? Before SST.
Dallas, Louisiana.
Okay. Nah, we ain't had one of those, man.
Oh, Dallas.
Okay, Dallas, yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna keep it moving. I want to know how do you guys feel about the do it? Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Coco.
Oh boy.
Hey,
Miss Coco, I'm sorry.
Don't get it. Don't get it.
Look,
that was my
one
fault.
more time.
I'm gonna take that one. That was my fault because I interrupted.
No, it wasn't your fault. That's his fault.
I'm sorry, Miss Coco.
Elizabeth was messing up the rotation.
Sorry about that.
Puff, give, man.
Miss Coco, how do you stay calm? How do you stay calm, and how do you not get nervous when you're in a competition?
I haven't mastered it yet. I'm in my first year. This is my first year competing, so I will tell you this, that I would say the last couple of competitions I've gotten a little bit better with my stage presence, because normally I'm just standing there like in my phone. I'm not looking at nobody. I'm not interacting, and I think that plays a big part in in your sling really performing, as well as you entertaining and kind of getting the crowd hyped up and stuff. And so I'm kind of working on that. and not be so pressured by just, being in my phone and being more confident that I'm playing my songs right. I'm playing, got my bass set and everything the way it should be. But it's exciting. I'm enjoying all of it.
Good, good. Awesome,
Justin,
awesome, awesome.
I think Justin, you
King
back?
Kong, King Kong, you there? King Kong, you there? What you with us?
Oh, here now.
So King Kong, let me ask you, man. So how do you stay? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So we're talking about getting nervous, man. We're talking about you at the show. It's about to go down. Do you get nervous?
I'm probably more nervous for my son than he is. I think after being in it for 2 years, he ain't as nervous like he was last year. I think he used to be intimidated a little bit by going against adults or last year, the lightweight had 12s and we had all 10s. I think he was nervous, but not so much this year. He seems to be more anxious than anything else.
Okay. Got it. Got it. All right. So how do you guys feel about the do-it-yourself guys, the slingshot guys that do it themselves? They fix their own slingshot. They do everything themselves. How you guys feel about that? Big Rod, how you feel about that?
Man, you got to salute the guys and ladies. 'Cause I know some ladies that do their own work too. Anybody's creative enough to come up and do this type of work, you got to salute them. I mean, creativity is unlimited with Slingshot. That's what I love about it. That's why I joined it. I'm still new to the game. I'm just 2 years in, but it's so much. I've never seen one Slingshot exactly alike since I've been riding. That's what I like about this community.
Right. Black Mamba.
Oh, I love the do-it-yourself. I actually built my sling myself. I did it all. I did all the pods. I did everything. Have you seen it?
You did the pod.
Have you seen it? I did the whole damn thing myself. No, I'm just playing.
Let's see it, Black Mama. Let's see it. Let's see it.
No, but seriously, I mean, salute to the do-it-yourselfers. If you can do it and you can make it sound great or just pleasing to you, go for it. But it ain't my ministry. I'll be a Sound Evolution when you're looking for me.
Plug.
I got a question.
Nuthouse.
I got a question after this, but go ahead.
Nuthouse.
Man, I salute him because if I would have wired up all them lights on my bike, it would have burnt up in the first 5 minutes I turned them on. So, hey, I respect them.
Miss Elizabeth.
I don't know who are the do it themselves.
That was my question.
It's great if you play, compete, whatever you do, lights. I mean, that's great on you.
Okay. All right, let's keep it going. Texas Queen.
I'm with Elizabeth. It'd be great to know who they are just to give them their props and their kudos, because when we go to those shows and just being, in the crowd, we're thinking a shop did it. And if it's somebody that's doing it on their own, they definitely need those kudos, especially if it looks good and sound good. I mean, if it sounds like crap, then don't tell nobody that you did it. But if it's sounding awesome, man, they need they plug. Give them their props. So I don't even know who does their own. I think
I do. I do everything on my lights and sound.
Oh,
yeah.
You do? I never heard my
everything.
Salute.
Yeah, I do everything. Yep, everything.
King Kong.
Are you a shop?
Nope, I'm a sub shop. My garage is my shop.
What level are you on? What?
Middleweight.
So you build other bikes, or you just built your bike?
I tune other bikes.
King Kong's on you.
The only person that I know that ever came across that did it was Dragon out of South Carolina. And I told him immediately when he did it in the ring, like, man, that's hats off to you to be able to do that kind of work and sound that good. I'd hate to tell him how much I spent on my build. I'm jealous that he was able to do it all in his garage. That's for sure.
All right. Miss Coco.
All I have to say is that I do salute all the do-it-yourselves, and trust me, if I didn't have these nails, I'd probably be up under my hood doing some things too. I like that kind of stuff.
Man, I give them thumbs up. I salute them, give them thumbs up, because I listen, between family and work, and I ain't got time to do it myself.
That's
Pun, you there?
true. I mean, it takes time. It takes a lot of time.
Yep.
Pun.
Anybody that does it themselves, I give them props.
All right. So let's talk about that for a second. I know Jimmy the Plug, he had a statement he wanted to make. So listen, you could, if you're on Facebook, you got friends. The do-it-yourself guys are the guys who are always showing their work. They're always on Facebook giving you tips and showing you how they did their work. They're always trying to teach someone. All right. So some of those names are Little Bully, of course, Megatron, of course, the Dragon, of course, Animal. So some of these guys that are always talking the lingo about what they do, the alternators, the speakers, and stuff like that. Those are what I call the do-it-yourself guys. You got something to say about that, Jimmy?
Some of them been to a shop. So if you're a shop, you really do it yourself, because some of these guys been to shops. So if you yourself and you went to a shop, well, if that's the case, I'm doing myself too, because I changed my own alternator. Well, I put my own battery. I ain't put no $30,000 worth of speakers in my bike myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. When you say do it yourself, to me, it's like, yes, I salute Megatron, because like you say, he do it himself. He ain't in the shop, he do it himself. I guess, like I say, when you say some of these guys, they go to shops. But yes, they didn't, Lil Bully will take his speaker out and put it back in. We all do that if it need to be. But I guess, like you said, that's why I say, what do you call do it yourself? Like, never been to a shop before, do it yourself?
Yeah, no, never. Nobody ever touched my sling. Nobody, not a piece of wire. I did everything from scratch.
See, that's to do it yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he loud as
You forgetting about Jonathan Taylor too. He's a do it yourselfer, rainmaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move into something that's very important. Very important. What does it take? What does it take for a slingshot event to be considered the best slingshot event? Listen, does it take giveaways? Does it take installers, food trucks, live DJ, sound competition, light competition, a live band, free admission, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day event? So in your own words, what does it take? What does it take for a slingshot event to be considered the best?
Texas Queen is saying me.
Big Rod.
That's a loaded question. Now, what I enjoy when I go to different cities and shows, the biggest thing that draws me is the rides. I'm a rider, so I want to do the night rides. I want to see your city and your town that I'm not gonna be able to see if I'm coming to visit. So take me through where you gonna want me to go through. So the rides and the competition, the biggest draw. I mean, I get a food truck, where I can get a staller here, but it's usually the ride in the city and the competition.
Okay, Black Mamba.
All of the above. I will definitely say the rides, because a lot of people, they go to the events and they kind of don't want to necessarily sit there all day. They do eventually want to get out and go on rides. And since we're talking about it, I have to give big shout out to Big Rod. He knows I love Memphis. His event earlier this year, I had so much fun. The rides were incredible, and big hats off to him. I'm looking to come back to Memphis.
That's where she won. That's where she won most of her trophies. That's why she want to come back there.
Aw. just twice.
She cleaned up shop up there.
Hey, well, hopefully we get some more heavy hitters.
Hey man, it's the rides for me. The best part about it is the rides. I love Tennessee, Nashville, and Memphis. Big Ride, shout out to you. Hey, those were amazing rides. Beale Street, Broadway Street, Nashville. I've never been to a city where we shut down the block for 30 minutes in Nashville And the police just came like, man, you know you can't do this. Y'all move. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no tripping, nothing. You know, it was, yeah. And then we was on Beale Street, not on Beale Street, but right there by FedEx Forum in Memphis. Shut that street down as well. Like that was the shit to me.
Okay, Miss Elizabeth.
My number one thing for an event is the restrooms. Must have some restrooms.
Some clean
No
restrooms.
porta potties.
We've been to some that is like, where do we go? But yeah, so, my husband and I, we don't do rides much. We do a few rides, but hanging out at the event, you know, the food trucks, the people and stuff like that, that's what it is.
Okay, Megatron.
To me, the best show is a well-organized show. Like I said, we can definitely use Memphis as an example. You know, he definitely had it together. The rides was amazing. Like you said, they cooperated with the cops, and so we were able to go through some of those red lights kind of smooth. We didn't have those type of hiccups. And like I say, it's just really the atmosphere. Any slingshot owner, anywhere there are multiple crowd of slingshots, everyone, it would just always feel comfortable. So it depends on what you really go for the show for. Some people might go there for lights. They'll love to have a light show. If they go there for sound, they're looking for a competition. So I just think that it's an individual thing, but normally wherever there's a crowd of slingshot, we all can participate. So that's just what I enjoy about it.
G Money.
Yeah, I agree with everything everybody else saying, but I think you got to have a good MC. Like Jimmy, listen, I only been at SF Takeover shows, so I only can speak about that. Jimmy be on the mic, man. He gets the crowd going. You know, he talks smack. He get you going. You need a good MC. You got to hype up the people, hype up the crowd, hype up the competitors, everything. You got to have a good MC. Even Ricky and Team Money Cycles. Hey, he does his thing on the mic. You need a good MC, I think.
Okay. Texas Queen.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me turn my music off because I'm ready for this question. I'm ready.
All right.
Look, this is what I think makes a really good show. First, yes, I did have to write it down because y'all was making me lose my thought. Location is everything. When the event has all of the competitions, the food trucks and everything at one location, it's great. Have it at the host hotel, have it in the parking lot. I can only speak of Sling Experience because I love going for that reason. Number one, they have everything at the same venue. Everything's there. It's so convenient. Some people don't like the ride. Some people need to go use the bathroom. Some people want to eat. Some people need to do whatever. If the show's at one location, perfect. You can bring your family. Everybody can't ride in your slingshot because everybody ain't got no 6-seater. So it's just great to have location. Number two, an organized ride with a purpose of the ride. I'm not saying like let's do a cancer ride or something like that. How about we ride to a slingshot shop, get something from there, do a raffle, ride to another slingshot shop, get something, raffle it off with a purpose to make the ride not just be, okay, we're getting in and we riding. Hell, I rode there to the event. That was enough riding for me for the moment. I ain't trying to get back in it to go ride again for a long, long time. Give me some breaks in there. And the breaks could be something like stopping at a shop and like what Jonathan is doing on Facebook, giving out stuff. Man, give out something. Do a quick little raffle and then let us go on our way. Number three, exactly what I think G Money said. A good MC that keeps us all hyped throughout the whole event. Yes, Jimmy does a great job doing it for the sound competition, but we need it throughout the whole day because some of us don't compete. Some of us, we're just kind of sitting around. Some of us is not really interested in listening to the sound competition all day, as well with the light competition. So let's have, some good MC throughout the whole day. And let's have a female MC. Females, I haven't been to a female MC show yet. So, Coco, did you do one?
Nope.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, all of them is all guys. I have nothing against guys. I love y'all. Again, Jimmy does a great job, but it's for the sound competition, and we want it for the whole thing. So, I know that was a little much, but I was ready for this question.
I'm going to rebuttal to that after everybody finished, but go ahead.
Miss Coco.
Hey. So I'm in total agreement with what Queen said, to the fullest. One of the things I'll be going into my third year, going to shows. I've only been to a few shows out of the state of Texas or Louisiana. But I've been to an SS Takeover, I've been to Sling Experience, I've been to Sling Fest, I've been to Three Will Showdown. One thing I will say is that given that there are more and more platforms or groups that are actually hosting events now, I think that it allows a lot more opportunity to have a variety of different things depending on which show you decide to go to, which is what I like. I like being able to go to a city, that I've never been to, and being able to do the rides and experience that piece of it. But on the flip side, sometimes I do want to get jazzy and get dressed up and go to a party or go out and do something else outside of just the standard competitions, because I think that if you're doing a 2 or 3 day show, you should be able to accomplish all that, have an exhaust, and then you can still be able to throw in a party or something else too, where we can actually go and have some fun and dance and and that kind of stuff.
Okay, nice. King Kong.
Over the last 2 years, it's mostly been about the audio show because last year my son was 14, he's 15 now, so he just got his permit, so we haven't been able to participate in the rides. But we like the organization when you come to certain shows. They got the judges set up, they got the table set up, the sign-ups. Organization, I hate when you go to some of them and they're 2 hours late or 3 hours late. Just for us, because timetable him in high school, usually our time is drive in. We usually get in Friday, compete Saturday, and we usually leave right after Saturday so he can be at school Monday morning.
Got it. Pun, where you at, Pun?
What's going on? Same thing G Money said. And SS Takeover, they got good rides too, though. I've been to some good rides. We shut down the whole New York the 1 year. That was crazy.
Okay, man, that was that. All those viewpoints were wonderful, Mr. Jimmy, the plug, and Mr. SS Takeover. Would you like to answer that question?
Yeah, let me ask a couple of those. I never looked at none of the platforms who had the best. Everybody brings something different. All right, and I'm only gonna talk about mine. So far as I don't think a lot of people know what goes on when we put these shows on, like in different states. Like for instance, like when we was in Austin. You know how many people said they didn't want to go on that ride because it was too hot? So a lot of people complain about they don't want to ride because it's too hot. Different cities in different states. I will ask, I'm only talking for my platforms. I will ask one person to host a ride, and then they'll ship the weight to somebody else. I'm not from Texas. I ain't from Atlanta. Like Atlanta, I used to run the streets of Atlanta, so he could tell you himself. Like we did a big ride in Atlanta, and like we just shut down a whole street for like what, four-way traffic. So when it comes to these rides, it's kind of hard, and then especially how Miss Texas Queen said as far as the locations. Sometimes in different states, they don't want you to have everything at a central location. So it kind of go hand in hand, because some people will say, well, we don't want to stay at a hotel all the time. We want to go ride here versus having the show all at one location, which I'm always fine with having the show at one location. And as far as the female host, I'm up for it. You know what I'm saying? So come on, you up. Come on to Florida. You want to host it? Florida, November 19th, come host the show. I'm fine with that. But
fly me in, Jimmy. Fly me in.
It's a lot of points. But for me, to make the best show is just the people that come out. You know what I'm saying? It's always been about a network with me. But yes, the rides, some people like rides, but then like you say, some people want to get dressed up and go out. But it's like, as a person that put on these shows, it been times where we'll say, all right, we done rented out a club, and then by the time the show was Saturday, nobody want to go nowhere. So it kind of go hand in hand. Like, you could never make everybody happy. it'll never happen. You can't make everybody happy. So yes, them was some valid points. But like I said, you can come host it whenever you feel like it. You can have a female host.
I want to do SS Takeover first.
Come on, you got my number. Everybody got my number. Let's go.
Also, let me say something. Jimmy, what you said right. A couple shows I've been to lately, they had some nice shows, the after parties on a Saturday. But most of the people I saw at the after party were the local people, because the people that's leaving going home Sunday, they don't hang out late because they got to get on the road.
Right.
So Saturday night, if you get the local crowd, you get a couple that hang out from out of town, but mostly everybody's getting into bed because they're going to get up early to hit the road to go home.
Now,
so I feel you on that one.
So I'm going to tell you what's crazy about that. So when we first started this, normally we did shows on Sundays because, like you say, you try to cater to the people that wanted to ride and say, all right, we're going to ride on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying? And then we do the big show on Sunday, and then everybody leave. So it kind of came hand in hand because, like I say, I can only talk for my cities because when I go to these other cities, people would be like, oh, well, we don't care about a ride. All right, cool. But now you like Texas, they love to ride. But every time I go to Texas and ride, you know what always happens? It's always an accident. So it go hand in hand. Some people will be like, yo, we don't want to ride because you always have one person supposed to lead, but then you always get this one person that be like, oh, he wants to be the captain. That you see what I'm saying? So to me, yes, the ride is cool, but I always like to ride that Friday. Say, hey, we do the meet and greet and then we ride somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely difficult. Like Justin said, like you want everything set up. So it's like you tell everybody 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock to do a ride. You know how, sorry to say, but you know how black people are. You say 10 o'clock.
Well, it's just not black people at the event. Now, don't put it on us.
No,
don't say it's just
I'm
us.
sorry. Hey, Justin, let's be honest. Like, listen, they want to ride, and you say, hey, 10 o'clock, 10:30, you still people calling each other like, yo, are we riding or what? It's like it go hand in hand. So.
And I'm not saying, because I haven't done the ride because my son wasn't old enough. Y'all that know me, I'm 6'5", 300 pounds. I don't fit in these little bitty machines.
I ain't mad.
So I would say if I'm doing it, if the ride is at 10:30, that ride has to go at 10:30. When you start leaving people, that'll make people start showing up next time on time.
Correct. But now, you got to
go ahead, Jimmy.
I'm sorry, you got to tell that to the people in them cities. You see what I'm saying? Because as a host, I don't go on a ride because I'm trying to set everything else up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be there for you to sign up, whatever you want to sign up. So in these cities and states, you'll have a dedication person to say, hey, I'm going to lead the ride. But the ride, like I say, depending on where you at, because Texas be hot as hell. And it's like,
can I say something?
Hey.
I will say here in Houston, Mark Mallett, Slingshot Houston's group, they use the Joiner app. So even if you are running late, they can track you and catch up with you.
Right now,
they can catch up with the group. So I think if a lot more people start using those tracking apps like that, it would be helpful.
Especially
if the group splits off and you get lost because of traffic or something, you can still catch up with the group.
Right. Was you around 2018? The first
no, we got ours in 2019.
Okay, the first time before they started Sling Experience in Houston. It was a great ride. You know what I'm saying? We did a big ride. So like I say, yes, sometimes so once again, if you got that head person that leads it, like Mark is on, the ride will be perfect. You know, you have that. But yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you, Jimmy, you was right about, when you came to Austin this year, it was hot. I didn't want to ride. I didn't even want to be outside damn near. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you was right about that.
It was definitely hot.
Yeah, bro.
So now to go back to it, Texas Queen, that's why I don't like having events at the host hotel, because when you have an event at host hotel, most people won't come out until it's time for showtime. You see what I'm saying? But
I get that, Jimmy, but what we're doing is a disservice to the vendors, for one, when we move events around, and these vendors came and they've had to pay their money, and now we take people away from that event where we got our vendors trying to make money because the competition, and we all know the sound competition takes 2, 3, 12 hours to do the sound competition. And then you got the light competition.
So that's why at my
You
shows,
say 2, 3, 12.
at my shows, it was more, all my vendors would be at the sound competition because I know that's where the people going to be at. See what I'm saying? Because
but that's only going to be for one time, one day. The vendors are there.
Well, see, so I cater to my crowd, right? My crowd is like this here. They don't buy a lot of stuff. They want to come to the show out, have fun, do different stuff they never did before, right? That's just like I kept telling people about Maggie Valley. If you ever been in Maggie Valley once, you're not going 2 or 3 times. Because once you buy that box, once you buy the wheel lights, once you buy that cover, you're not going to go buy it again.
Right.
Yes. All my vendors be at the show on Saturday. So that way, you could buy what you want, or they could, sell what they want to sell. Because, like you say, some people want to ride. So if you want to ride, if you have it at one location, people don't want to ride because you already.
But if we have those, like I was saying, them different stops, started like King Kong said at 10:30. Regardless, started. Let's roll. If they know that we're leaving from here, we're going to Ride Now. Okay, if they're late, let's go ahead and go to Ride Now. Try to catch up, catch in on the little, giveaways or whatever, and then let's move on to the next one. People will have their list of where we would be with these rides that way, because you always get lost. It's always people. It's too many people. You're never going to keep up. Correct. There's going to be one slingshot that's holding up every damn body because either they scared to ride and won't move over and let everybody that wants to ride get past. And now you got this big ass gap in the line.
Oh, question. If we did a sound off on Sundays, then yes, you could do something like that, right? But do you know how long it takes to organize 200 slingshots? Like, I'm gonna tell you the number one thing. You say you're doing a ride. You know how many people don't have no gas when you about to pull out?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you know how long it takes black people to get gas when you got?
That's why they should be left.
Hey, you gonna stop throwing us under the bus, Jimmy? It's just be us, okay? And we got a solution for that. Meet at Buc-ee's. Everybody can get gas.
All people run out of gas.
Listen,
and we can roll.
2015, right? You know what happened? 30 bikes to come. No one to go to the pump together and pump gas together. It's like, no, one, then you. It's like, no, where I'm from, like, yo, listen, it ain't nothing but $20 here. Take my pump, fill your bike up, let's go. Because if you can fill up 2 bikes at one time, you get out of there. But, bro, everybody will pull up to the pump and get stuck.
Texas Queen, I'm going to say one thing. And I know Tanya and Nuthouse, they can verify. We didn't lose one sling on our ride Friday or Saturday night. I think we was at 190 when we rode out Friday night, and we didn't lose not one. Everybody
190 slings?
190. Well, the slings were about 140 slings, about 50 Rikers.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to need you to teach everybody how to organize a damn ride then. We're going to need you to give that secret on how to do it then.
So I'll start playing. We didn't lose not one through the whole. We rode for about 2.5 hours that night.
You had OG Wayne with those bright ass lights.
OG Wayne came through like a champ.
And they met at Buc-ee's so everybody could get gas. That's what they did.
Man, we ain't got no Buc-ee's. That's right. We need one.
Ain't no Buc-ee's in Tennessee, man.
All those like trailer there.
Bumblebee is in the chat. He says that's because you can see Nuthouse from Mars.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm saying we did have rides like when we rode from DC to New York. Like, yes, that was a 4-hour ride. Then yes, we made stops, but no one got lost. But once you get to New York, it's hard to keep up. Like,
oh yeah, it's a lot of downtown.
Yeah, of course. New York, yeah. Of course.
See, Nuthouse, this is the thing. A lot of people don't want to run lights. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you get these people who don't want to run lights and don't stay together, that's how you lose people all the time.
Come to Texas, man. We good.
Well, people ain't trying to get tickets.
One thing I would say that I want to see for me in my area, I want to come to an SS takeover like in the DC, Virginia area, but you got to be a 3-day event. You know, to me, my location, if I drive 8 or 9 hours. That's about my limit where I can get back home on the same day. So for if I'm doing anything 10 or 12 hours, it got to be a 3-day event.
It's definitely a 3-day
What's up,
event.
worldwide?
Friday we do the meet and greet, and then normally in DC we go out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's like that's really up to you because we do the meet and greet on Friday, and then we do a ride through DC Friday night. And normally Saturday we do, you could do a ride, but normally I'm at the spot already, and then we do something at the spot at the sound competition, and then we do a ride after that. You know what I'm saying?
2023, I want to get on the East Coast though. I got to get over there.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, everyone's welcome. But you know how it is. Like you say, the sound competition could go from 12 to 12 sometimes, and then most people
12 hours, like I said, 12, 15, 30 hours. Yes.
That needs to be controlled a lot better, though. They need to work on that.
You got to stop the buybacks. Stop the buybacks.
Exactly. Yeah, too much of that going on.
Yeah, stop the buybacks.
Listen, before the buybacks, you got to understand. Before the buybacks, let's just say 2017, 18. Bro, it wasn't no buybacks in 19. We just started buybacks, but you got to understand, it's so many.
Don't do nothing in the Super Bowl.
It's so many bites that, like for instance, last year, the same thing. It just dragged out. You know
that's what I'm saying. Cut it out. If you beat somebody,
yeah, limited one buyback. Yeah. That's it. One buyback.
Nah, man. If you lose, you out of here, man. Go sit in
that's
the crowd.
It. Period. No, exactly.
Go sit in the crowd.
All right. Let's keep it moving. All right, so we're gonna move into something new. Let me get in the chat. I see Phoenix is in there. What's going on, Phoenix? We got Shanrika Roberts. How you doing? Eric Hernandez. We got Worldwide. We got Bumblebee. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So we're gonna move into our new thing. So we're gonna open up the floor, and the way we're gonna do this, we're gonna start off with Big Rod, and the floor is gonna be Big Rod, huh?
We missed a question.
The craziest question.
Oh
yeah. I gotta let's speed this up though, because I'm looking at this time.
Gotcha.
So anyway,
bedtime's approaching.
The question is, what is the craziest question you've been asked about your slingshot? So what is, I know you guys got some crazy stories, and I don't want to hear, can I rent it? I want to hear what they really say at the gas station. So we'll start with Big Rod.
I'm gonna pass on that one. I ain't got one.
Black Mamba.
That's what I was gonna say. Somebody came up to us and said, "Is it a rental?" I was like, "Really?"
You know what, Black Mamba?
The other one is, I think I said it on the last live. We were at a bike night, and somebody said, "How much money did you put in your slingshot?" About $5,000.
Nut House.
Man, the craziest question that somebody asked me is, can they drive my slingshot?
Wow.
Hell no.
Wow. Hey, Nut House, is that exactly how you answered them?
Yes, sir. Hell no.
Miss Elizabeth.
Can you stop competing so other people can have a chance?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Wow. Oh, okay. Hold on, guys. Miss Elizabeth. So, how did that make you feel? I mean, was that? Did that humble you, or was that like a? How did you feel after that?
They were just joking around. They were just messing with me.
Shit, I was about to ask King Tony the same question.
Megatron, it's on you, Megatron.
Well, since I have a quad, they would always ask me if that's the engine in the back. It's like, really? They can't tell the difference between a differential and the engine.
Hey, I got a Megatron. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I got Tosh Thomas in the chat. They said that somebody asked him, was Megatron rich?
Oh wow. Yeah, wow. You always talking that mess. Whatever.
All right, let's go with G Money. G Money, what's the craziest question you ever been asked?
I haven't been asked nothing crazy. The funniest thing they always ask me, so you only got one sub? That's only 1 10-inch sub? And I was like, yep, 1 10-inch sub. That's all it is.
Texas Queen.
I've been asked many crazy questions. Always, little lady, can you handle that? Of course. And then, can I ride? Can I drive? I tell him, yeah, but you got to put on my shirt. If you put on my shirt, I'll let you drive it. This is my shirt. Say, can y'all see that? It says I'm Queens. On the badge, it says bitch. So if you wear this shirt, I promise you I will let you drive my Sling. Otherwise, don't ask me to drive my goddamn Sling.
Hey,
So if they wouldn't
I
put
put it
this
on.
shirt on, I got it already.
I put it on and dry that thing. I ain't scared of
it. Miss Coco,
I would
Miss
like to
Coco,
see
what?
Justin put that shirt on.
Hey, me too. I was about to say the same thing, Justin. Hey, Queen, mail me that shirt. Let's see if Justin put it on.
What size? It's a 2X. Justin, you can fit. It's a 2X.
I need a 4X.
It's gonna look like a crop top, or like it's snapped between the legs.
That ain't gonna look right on Justin. That ain't. Hey.
Y'all know my stage name was Fried Hard. Shit, I get it down.
All right, we'll keep it going, Miss Coco.
I guess I get asked off every time I stop somewhere, like it was in a parade or even this weekend at Lone Star. I get asked, guys will be like, can I get in with you? Can I ride with you? And I'd be like, nah, I don't let people ride. My purse, I don't have no storage space, so my purse and all my bags and all my shit is in my passenger side. So I don't ride folks.
Miss Coco, we're not supposed to be cussing and shit on here.
Oh.
Pun, talk to me, Pun. What's the craziest thing you've been asked, Pun?
Nah, nothing.
Nothing. All right. King Kong, what's the? Oh man, King Kong, I know y'all been asked some crazy stuff, man.
Oh yeah, the craziest thing that we really get is, does Pun really think he can beat your son? And I'd be like, nah, he don't believe that, man. No, I'm I had to start I say, we got batteries on the back of ours, and people ask us all the time, are the batteries real? The little Duracell ones that we got. And so people message us like, hey, where can we get those batteries? So I'm like, hey, just send me your money and we can ship them out with the Duracell. And we had one idiot send us some money. So damn. We sent it back, but I just couldn't believe that he would really do it.
Scammer.
Oh my God.
Wow. All right, Mr. SS Takeover. So what is the craziest thing you've been asked, Mr. SS Takeover?
It was the same thing. Rented. Was it rented?
Yeah, I get that too.
You go to Miami, you're gonna get that all day.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Y'all in them rentals. I'm like, God dang.
Yeah, that is crazy. The way you guys slingshots look with all that extra 30,000, 40,000 stuff, y'all accessories, and it could not be a rental. But all right, so we're gonna go ahead and open up the floor.
Hey, I'll start one time, one quick. My favorite line for the All-Star community, for the slingshot community is, I ain't got no broke friends. If you got a slingshot, you ain't broke.
I'm broke.
I'm broke now.
Hey, after you got the sling, Black Mama, you broke.
See, just because we broke. I'm trying to get it. Okay.
Balling
all right.
on the budget.
All right, listen, we're gonna go on a quick commercial. This episode was sponsored by Slingshot Accessories and Light the Night. So we're gonna go on a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
Slingshot Accessories, high quality parts and accessories for your Polaris Slingshot, Vanderhall, Riker, and Can-Am Spiders. For all your parts and accessory needs, make Slingshot Accessories your first choice. And home of the world famous Bugatti lights. Visit slingshotaccessories.com today.
Y'all so nice and respectful during the commercial.
I know everybody got quiet. Maybe they went to the bathroom. They went to the bathroom.
Y'all watching it.
Yeah, you coming to
All
Florida?
right, and we back. Y'all check out Slingshot
All right.
Accessories, man. All week this week they have free shipping. So y'all check them out. Go to Slingshot Accessories, high quality parts for your Slingshot, Riker, Can-Am, Vanderhall, whatever. Free shipping all this week. Also, check out Light Tonight. Check out Light Tonight. Light Tonight. Mr. Vernon. Check out Mr. Vernon in San Antonio, Texas, man. If you want to light tonight, you got to have Light Tonight. All right, so we're gonna get into some new stuff. If you're just not tuning in, this is Sling Talk 11. We have some of the heavy hitter names in the Slingshot community. So we're gonna open up the floor, and each Slingshot owner is gonna get a chance to ask a question to the group. So we're gonna start with Big Rod, Mid-South Slingshot president.
All right. I think the question I had kind of been asked already, but it's like when you pick your shows you go to, is it more the location? Then are you looking to chill at the show or go to the club afterwards? But we kind of already talked about it, but that's what I had in line to ask, like when you picking your shows that you go to.
Black Mamba.
Your phone on mute.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. I'm distracted.
There's a mentality going on back there.
It depends on location. It depends on schedule. So it's a number of factors that goes into it.
Okay. Nuthouse.
Man, it's all about what show that I can make it to at the time that they throwing it. You know, if it's too far away where I got to take off multiple days, the ones that's usually shorter in distance, you know, where I can just take off on a Thursday night, Friday morning and get there, those are the ones that I mostly make.
Okay. Elizabeth.
I agree with Nuthouse. I mean, you got to take multiple days off from work. That's kind of hard, but I like to try to hit every platform there is because I like them all. So.
Megatron.
Well, the question I have for the group is, I mean, within the last 2 years, we have evolved so much. Where do we see the Slingshot journey going?
Megatron,
Mr.
you were supposed to
Megatron,
answer that
you didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
You didn't answer
Megatron.
Answer the
You gotta,
question.
No, the question is to the group, right?
No,
No,
we haven't got to you yet.
No.
Oh, we ain't get there yet. Oh, I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Well, look, I don't have no specifics for the show. I'm a rider, so wherever the show is at, I'm there. I'm not looking for no specifics. It's all about just getting together with all slingers. That's it.
Okay. G-Money.
I'm with what everybody else say, especially what Nuthouse said. If I can make it, I'm gonna make it. We're gonna ride there, we're gonna trail them in there, whatever.
Okay. Texas Queen.
Man, I'm all about just having fun. It depends on how I feel. I done been to a couple of Jimmy shows in North Carolina, Austin, and Dallas, Houston, Three-Wheel Showdown in Louisiana, all over Texas, Sling Fest, Sling Experience. I'm just all about how I feel. However I'm feeling, I'll get up and go. I'm a rider. I'll ride my trailer. Louisiana was the first time I ever trailered my Slingshot, and I will never do it again because it cost too goddamn much money. I could have just drove that mug there. So I will not do that. I've been to Oklahoma City in this beautiful thing. I've been to New Orleans. No, it's just how I feel. I'm all about support.
Turn
You
the
got the
lights
lights
on
on in your sling back there?
Nice to show it out.
Right.
I'm trying to show a little bit because Black Mama was doing a little something over there. So.
Well, it's funny she said that because it is cheaper to ride your sling.
You almost made me go to the garage. Turn on my light.
Oh, let me do this. You stay right
No,
there.
you're gonna blank out the whole screen, Nuthouse. You turn them lights on, we ain't gonna be able to see nobody. You're gonna blind up the whole screen.
All right, Miss Coco, it's on you, Miss Coco.
Shit. Listen, my longest ride that I've driven in my sling was to Little Rock, and I think that was like a 7.5 hour ride. And I said I would never do that again. That was the longest ride, and it was before I got my air ride. So I think I unloosened a lot of screws coming back. But I I said, unless I can find me some sponsors, a couple of sponsors to help me sponsor and give me a trailer, I will be going to any trips that are probably less than 4 hours is probably my max driving my Sling. But I pretty much go to any show. But I'm not going on no long distance. Not no more.
King Kong.
My son wanted, like last year in I think 2021, he won only in Texas. So people on the East Coast was like, well, he's just the best in a small pond. So this year we made sure we hit SS, we hit 3-wheel showdown, we hit Sling Experience, we hit Lone Star, we hit multiple states because he wanted to prove that it didn't matter what platform, where he was at, that he had the best lightweight around. So we went all over.
You didn't need to
compete.
come a Lone Star.
Yeah, I know.
It was that bad?
Let me, you know what? I'm going to say this. I'm going to say we got accused of cheating in Lone Star. They inspected us. They thought we had more speakers.
You did. You did cheat. You did cheat at Lone Star.
Like, mama, those are harsh words.
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. That's my son. You know I don't do it. I don't play.
Behind that hump. You know you got 3
Yeah. Hey, somebody put their hand all the way in there to show I had to smack the judge's hand down, man. You're going to mess up my airflow in there. Get your hand out. So, but anyway, this year we wanted to prove that we just didn't stay on one platform and one little corner of, the country here in Texas. We went all over to try to battle any and everybody.
All right. Pun, what you got, man?
If I'm off, I'm going to the show. But I try to stay to the SS takeover. I haven't really been to any other shows like that.
Okay.
Pun is just too laid back for me. I mean,
yeah.
When you get on here,
hey,
he laid back.
It ain't no secret that me and Pun got a bump heads, and I done talked to Pun on the phone. He's so cool that I can't even argue with Pun. I got to be arguing with Jimmy because Pun's so smooth and laid back, man.
Well, time out, listen.
That's confidence. That's confidence right there.
Man, hey, look, Jimmy be repping Pun so much harder than Pun. Pun just be so cool. I be trying to tell Jimmy, take that bet, man. Break him up on that bet.
It's right here. It's right here for you. It's right here. Listen. Pun, listen, bro. Pun is disrespectful in person. Trust me.
Hey, you know what? I seen Pun. Somebody sent me a video from Pun wherever you was at this past weekend, and I seen you in the ring, amped up and all that. And your demeanor is so cool. I like that confidence and the way you act in the ring. But outside the ring is cool. That's what it's about. We can get into it in the ring and have a good time, but outside that, we're gonna have a drink and kick it.
But Pun is a different person in the ring, though.
That's what I'm
He got mad energy in the ring. I mean, he is so confident. He get everybody all riled up. So that's what motivates him. The competition is what get him going.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be on the sideline chilling. Now there's gonna be a little 15-year-old in there bouncing around and going crazy in that thing. So hey, I just be on the sideline chilling, trying to take any bet possible, Jimmy.
So that dude confirmed. That's confirmed that you made.
Let me get my popcorn.
I heard Bounty Hunter kind of ran away last weekend, but
Can she even play it? I know she's so close to pregnancy. Can she even play? As loud as them damn slings would, I'd be scared for her to be that close to play with the baby there.
Her husband running too.
Oh, I've never seen her husband run it. I didn't know.
Yeah, he ran. Yeah, he ran.
Yeah,
I've never seen her run it.
He ran.
Hey, King Kong, she'll be on Straight Up TV another day or so. All right, we're gonna keep it going with Black Mamba. It's your turn to address the group.
Come on, Tanya.
She forgot that quote.
I'm gonna keep it nice and keep it cute.
Okay.
So my question for the group is:
you didn't answer the question.
Huh?
You didn't? Did you answer the question?
Yeah, I answered it first.
Oh, okay.
I was the first one.
That's that unorganization shit. Come on, Tanya, keep it in line now.
Where's that popcorn again?
Black Mamba, it's your turn. Your turn to address the group.
My question for the group is: if you had to pick your Mount Rushmore of slingshots, your top 3, who would it be? and you can't include yourself. I'm gonna start it off because if you
Wow.
include yours, I'm gonna say my Mount Rushmore would be game changers. Number one would be Monique Hill and Batman for the customization that she's brought to Slingshots. Number two would be Slinger for what he's done with the light game. He's pushed Nut House to be where Nut House where he's at right now with that. See that shit from Mars slingshot he has now. And then my number three would be Ted Hernandez because he pushed me to come with the base and put the 15s in my slingshot that I missed dearly.
I could swear you said more than 3. Was that 3 or was that
Yeah,
7?
that don't sound like the whole damn.
That was Batman, Slinger, and Ted Hernandez.
All right, we going to Big Rod. Big Rod.
I heard 5. I heard 5.
Mount Rushmore is 5. It's 5 on the rush.
I thought it was 5. I thought it was 5
Yeah,
on the
it's 5.
rush.
It's 5.
Is it?
I had to make sure.
Well, shit,
Yes,
I put
5.
myself on there. I'm a game changer too.
No, you said
You said you can't put yourself.
And King
You
Kong.
can't include yourself. Exactly. You can't include yourself.
Yep.
Oh, I can't. Okay, well, I'm including Black Mamba 2.0 because we're on Black Mamba 3.0 right now.
Mamacita.
We're not talking about her. You go somewhere. We're not. Look, he won't even come get on the live because he said.
To my Byron.
Byron.
What's up, Byron?
Byron.
All right. We're gonna keep it going. Big Rod. What's your 3? What's your Rushmore? Mount Rushmore.
It's 4, ain't it?
5.
3.
3.
Okay.
Oh my
Man.
God. Let's keep it at 3. Let's keep it at 3.
At 3. Hey, Mom, you did that's wrong. That's wrong. So I would have to say, because Slinger first, because that's the first bike I seen with the LED lights before I even bought my Sling. I saw him on YouTube. So Slinger got to be on there. Because that's the first thing I fell in love with Slingshot. I said Black Mamba. That was the first bike I rode behind. It was so loud I got out of line and let 3 other bikes get in front of me because I couldn't ride behind them 2 years ago. I refused to ride behind her bike. And next it would be probably a toss-up between the Dragon and the Smitty. Those were the 2 serious bikes. First time I heard them in St. Louis as a takeover. That's the first time I went to a first show when I heard Smitty and Dragon there. And that was, man, I was blown away because we had nothing like that in Memphis sound on that level.
Okay. Nut House, you up?
Man, I'm gonna go with Monique. That Batman is the trail bike.
Man.
And like I said, I haven't been everywhere and seen all the bikes on the East Coast. So G Money, Pun, no, you know what I'm saying? I haven't been over there yet. I'm trying to get over there. You know, the Reaper, I've heard that one, you know, a sound once before. And the third one, Slinger, like I said, you know, I you know, it took me a minute to get him, but now, you know, he pushed me, you know, for the light game. So that's my 3.
Okay. All right.
Did you get him, Nut? Did you get him?
Hey.
Call him out, Nut. Call him out. Call him out.
Hey, he already know. Anytime he wants some smoke, I'm ready for him now. You understand me? It's nothing. You understand? Hey, it's nothing.
Short drive. Call him out.
Hey, he know already. We'll call each other out in a minute. You know, Sling Experience 23. He already know what it is. Be ready.
Elizabeth.
Slinger.
It's on you, Elizabeth.
My first one's gonna be JT because we've been going at it together for 2 years now. So, and Nut House because I went with him my first round. So it was Nut House, and for the lights, it'll be a Nut House. So those are my 3.
Hey.
Actually, we got 2.
Appreciate it, darling. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
my third one is Pandemic. My husband. That's my third one.
Okay.
Oh, that's sweet.
Megatron, give me your 3, Megatron.
Well, you say you can't include yourself, right? So I would say I would take my hat off in the female category. I would definitely give it to Black Mamba for sound. But where I was most impressed is when I first met King Kong in South Carolina, Charleston. That blew me away. I was impressed with the sling before I even heard it because I couldn't believe how they fit all them speakers on there to begin with. So with that, and then I was in Texas. I saw Slinger for lights. Yeah, I must give him that. And then for creativity, I will give it to that the bat lady. So those are my three right there.
Okay. Okay.
Miss Monique Hill. He said a bad lady.
President of
Hey.
SS22.
Hey, I'm trying to.
The 22s in the building.
Hey, I'm trying to keep all these names, but all right, let's keep it going. G Money, it's on you, G Money.
Hey, my top three. All right, listen. I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna say my squad. Light them up. I'm gonna go with the heavyweight that's coming out, Indian Mamba. The middleweight, our builder Jose. His bike is bananas, and I can't pick mine, so I gotta go with Pun. That's those are my three right there. That's my Mount Rushmore. I'm gonna stay loyal. I'm gonna save my squad.
I got
Hey,
you. I got you.
G Money, did you already pay light them up for your bike?
Oh yeah.
Then you can say somebody else, man. They ain't gonna run your bill up if you don't pay somebody else beside your squad, dog.
I just listen. I'm just confident with my crew, man. That's it.
Well, remember they don't really go other shows, so they have to really stick together. I mean, they'd make a good
But
team.
2023, that's a new year. Let's see how everything looks.
There you
Let's go
go.
to other platforms.
Right. You
But
got
I'm
to touch
saying,
Houston.
Justin, you coming to Florida, Justin?
I can't hear you.
I say you coming to Florida?
Yeah, we had already talked about it. You said you was coming to Texas, and after Texas, I was coming to Florida because I've already made an East Coast trip.
Oh, so you're not coming where the Kings is at?
I didn't know the Kings was there.
Oh, wow. Here we getting it. We getting in there. I was getting it.
Oh, hold it.
I didn't know the Kings was there.
I'm saying, only the Kings go to the Super Bowl.
Now hold on. What's your Mount Rushmore? Let's stay on topic real quick.
Wait. All right. So
go ahead, Pun.
So we're on Texas Queen. Texas Queen. What's your three Mount Rushmore?
Oh, very easy. Miss Black Mamba, Miss Coco, and Miss Corolla. Easy.
Thank you.
Got it. King Kong, give me your Mount Rushmore.
Man, I think I would say, and we don't always see eye to eye, but I think Batman, when I first seen her sling several years ago with the TVs and lights, it was very creative in what she was doing. And I would say the thing that Lucky 7 had, I think he kind of changed the game with the base on that orange one. And I think Schmitty too. I think those kind of was the three over the last couple of years that have really made or changed how the slingshot sound spot went. And I think when you look at lights, I think you could say Nut House or Slinger, either one of them. If you've seen them, you damn near gonna have a seizure if you ride next to them. So.
All right, Miss Coco.
Hello. So I would say my Mount Rushmore. I guess my wine's starting to get to me. My first slingshot event was in 2020 at a Sling Experience, and that was when I got a chance to see Tanya Black Mama perform. And of course, by that being my first event and seeing a female amongst all those guys, that was like such an inspiration to me. Seeing her bike and stuff, and I just felt the energy from it. And then also too, I got a chance to see Batman and Monique. And when I say her, her beast of a bike matches her beast of a personality. So I love that about her. And then with the lights, it was Slinger. I was in awe with the whole Spurs theme with his lights. And I also got to see him as well as Sling Experience my first year. So those are my three.
Okay, thank you. Pun.
I'll stick with my team.
These guys got sponsors, man. They got sponsors.
Hey, all these boys grew up with Jimmy, man. They stay home like crazy, boy.
Jimmy just showed us a water cast, so he paying them off.
Yeah, right.
Man, boy.
Hey, nah, it's different. This is how we bred up here. We stay loyal to each other.
I'm saying they loyal to their camp, you know.
Go ahead,
Ain't
hey,
nothing
Pun.
wrong with it.
Hey, Pun, give me them names. Pun, give me them names.
Go with Jose.
Jose.
Pon is a man of few words, man. Pon don't say much.
Indian Mamba.
Indian Mom. Okay. All right, Mr. SS Takeover. What's your Mount Rushmore?
And they can't be from the East Coast.
Hold on, time out.
Right.
Just in the SS platform.
No. See, this is with me is a little different because all right, if we want to start at the beginning, so can I do 2 and 2? Like, can I do 6 then? Because all right, so with the lights, Styles started the whole game with the crazy lights. Like he was the first one I seen with the front bumper that light up. He had a glass bumper that light up. This was 2015. He had the gated glass going up there with a black trim mat on your hood. He had the first person to light the hood. So me, I kind of say Styles on the East Coast. Man, Texas a whole. I like Texas a whole when it came to the lights. I think Sling was the first person I seen with all the crazy lights. Now, as far as Monique Bike, I love Monique Bike, but I really gotta give it to BG because he was the first person to put a Maserati front on a sling. He changed the whole front of the slingshot. That was like the game changer. Like that was just different, right? Cool. Now, like I said, when it comes to music, it's always different because I've been in the game so long. Like it changed because Styles was the first one in DC with the crazy sounds. Then it was Jack in Florida. Right now, if you saying now, it's like what King Kong, it was the thing, like he said, Lucky 7. The thing changed the game a little bit, but the game kept revolving. So me, my I would say Texas, Florida, and East Coast. You know, when it came to it, because I can't put no face on it because it all go hand in hand. Because like I say, Black Mama I think she was the first lady to step in the ring. Am I correct? Because you came to DC. Am I correct? You was the first lady.
I did come to DC and I had to get the hell out of DC real quick.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
James.
What happened?
You remember? He was not happy with me.
What happened? I was happy with everybody. No, that
was James Hundley.
Oh, that's what happens in the ring. And see, you know what I'm saying? Like
he was not having it.
And you know what's crazy? That was the first time that a female ever got in the ring, and yeah, she changed the game. So it's like
you saying she beat the brakes off of him, or what happened?
Hey, Jimmy.
Feeding you up there.
Apparently, that's what happened.
That's what it sounds like.
She did.
Jimmy.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what?
Yes.
Full disclosure, that hadn't been told. I forgot to cut the bass up on my slingshot.
Oh wow!
And one of your speakers was out too, so I kind of like. So once again, I'm not a judge because if I was a judge, I would have said she was because one of her speakers was out. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, she beat him. She beat him. I'm not a judge. Yeah. But yes. Okay. So I give it to her. Like I say, to me, it's just I would just say states because Texas, when it comes to the rise or it come to lights, hands down, Texas got the light game on smash. Like, yeah, y'all got Christmas trees and shit, you know.
Hey man.
All right, let's keep it going with Nut House. Nut House
goes over his 90 seconds.
Nut House. Let's go with you, man.
Hey, first off, my question is for the plug. You know what I'm saying? So, Mr. McCray, first off, you know, me and Ted Hernandez, we got your back. You know what we working on. You know, trying to get that SS22 president. You know already. Second, man, I'm trying to get the light game as big as you got the sound game, man. You know, can the LED boys be a part of the SS takeover, you know, and do the light show?
You're welcome. you welcome on my platform, brother. I don't have a light guy. You know, like I told y'all when I was in Austin, I did not want to run a light show because that's not me. So you want to run a light show, you're welcome to join the camp and come on over, have fun.
For sure. Appreciate.
All right.
And
All right. We're gonna
we
keep it
need the
moving.
light show to be categorized just as much as a sound show.
Yeah.
Because
It's gonna be broke.
yeah,
It's gonna be broke down
yeah,
to
yeah,
from
we need that.
feather
We
light.
definitely need that. Yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely need that. Because people are complaining all the time, like, okay, where do I fit in? It's like I got 15 strips. You got a guy with 2,000 strips. You know, I'm going up
Hey.
against, you know,
Oh, hey, what you
you
say?
know.
Nut House is 300 and over, 300 and under. That's the classic. 300, 3
Yeah,
over.
that's a
Hey,
category. That's
Megatron.
a
Yeah,
category.
right.
Hey, Megatron, I'm getting in the light game next year, and I'm
Wow.
competing in the less is more category. Less is more. I'm just saying.
Less is more.
Less is more. Keep it.
So what are you trying to tell me? I got too much too? Well, look, I'll stand with Nut House. Then I'll step it up. I'll add some more. There's always more room for lights.
Hey,
All right.
I'm gonna add a few more for next year.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I already had some more for the Super Bowl.
All right. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. Miss Elizabeth, the floor is yours.
Okay. What's y'all's thoughts about judges that don't have no experience, background, or knowledge on sound for judging?
All right, Big
Yeah,
Rod. It's on you,
good
Big Rod.
question. Good
Good one.
Yeah,
question.
that's a hard one. And that just go from city to city. It's kind of hard. So I think if you go host a show and you go bring people in that put a lot of hard work and time in your show, invest in your judges and do some research. Just don't grab 3 people at the day of the show. So
Right.
when we did our show here, we got 3 guys that had their own shops, and they built 3 different type of bikes and cars. So they listen for 3 different things. So I definitely said make sure you get good people that's gonna be fair and they get bikes in the show. Hopefully.
Do you think, I had a question. Do you think they should be paid?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem paying for one if we that need to be to make it more fair to get quality judges. But what's gonna be the fair price? So are you gonna pay somebody to come from out of town, or you gonna pay somebody locally? I mean, so it's still subject to human decision discretion. So it's still gonna be not a perfect system, no matter if you pay them or not, because everybody's ears hear different.
Can I ask you this?
Well, maybe a crowd participation would be better too.
No,
I don't like
Sometimes
the
these
crowd.
judges don't hear.
no. So let me ask you
The
this, Miss
crowd in this
Elizabeth.
place ain't good
Yeah, crowds. Yeah, that definitely won't work. Let me ask you
because
this.
whoever's got the
Okay.
biggest field is gonna take that one or the most
Yeah,
support.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
you
Got
ever
you.
seen?
Got you.
Have you ever seen 6 Spanish people together? They sound like 300 people. Like I done seen it. I done seen it all day.
Oh
Listen,
damn.
I'm for real.
Oh
Wow.
damn, man. What kind of show you running over there?
No, listen.
I don't know,
Hey,
Jimmy.
No.
we
Watch
come
this.
deep.
Watch
We
this.
come
Watch this.
deep, Jimmy. You already know. We come
Listen.
deep.
Now, Megatron. Megatron, listen. Because they did that one day. They was like, yo, let the crowd judge. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, yo, Jersey had like 5 people, and they was like crazy loud. Like you was like, yo, what the hell?
So
Wow.
But Miss Elizabeth,
we go to these shows like it's a quinceañera.
hold on. What qualified?
They be having them big ass dresses on too.
Hey, we go squad deep.
Now hold on, Miss Elizabeth. Let me ask you this. So, right, you said get qualified judges, right?
No, I was just asking, what are your thoughts about judges that aren't?
No. Right. So this I'm asking you. Would make a person qualified to be a judge? Because
I'll jump in. I don't mind answering that one. So
Right.
I guess what she's saying, or I think she's saying, is when we say we want a quality judge, we don't want you to pick a random out the crowd who halfway through the show is drunk, sitting on a chair, holding up a red paddle, pointing at the black lane. Like, we've all seen that happen before. And we put too much money in travel, and we're all competitive. So if
And
you
the
hire a
money in our
judge,
systems too.
yeah, if you hire a judge, let's say from a shop, even if he has a bad ear, he's consistently bad for everybody, and we can adjust to that. But the dude you picked out the crowd, we can't work with that, buddy, because half of the time he ain't paying attention.
I respect that.
All right. Let's get back on track. Black Mamba, you want to respond to that?
What's the question?
Hey,
They
Miss
pass her bedtime.
Elizabeth, can you ask your question again?
It's 8:41. She's sleepy.
I
Oh
am.
yeah, she's past her bedtime already.
Elizabeth, can you ask your question again?
My Patron
What
is kicking
what
in.
what are your thoughts about judges that don't have no experience, background, or knowledge on the sound for judging audio competitions?
I plead the fifth. But can I take a moment though, and say I want to give a huge shout out. He's watching right now to Anthony Duncan. If y'all are aware of what happened with Anthony this weekend,
Yes.
thank God,
Yeah.
thank God, and thank God, him and his beautiful wife Robin. Just so
Yeah,
Yes.
Anthony,
I
we
went
love
and picked him
y'all.
up. That was a sight to see and a blessing to see them walk away.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Wow.
gonna tell you
Wow.
that. I'm gonna tell you that from going to pick them up and seeing everything with my own two. It was a blessing to be able to pick both of them up.
That yes, absolutely. So he's watching right now, y'all. He wanted to know if he can jump in. Are we at maximum right now?
Yeah, we're at max.
Okay. So we just gonna shout him and Robin out right now. We love
Okay, shout
y'all.
out to y'all.
Glad
Yes.
y'all are
Shout
okay.
out.
Blessings, Anthony, Robin. So glad you guys are with us.
Yes,
Yes,
We
yes.
need that blue pill, man. We need that blue pill.
absolutely.
Oh, Blue
Forever,
Pill 2.0
forever.
coming.
Hey, Red Pill said he was always better.
Oh shit. See, there you go.
Hey,
Hey,
Messy
hey,
AF.
hey, let me say this. I'm glad that Jameer, you can't shoot pool while I'm playing, man. We can hear the balls breaking up there.
Where he at?
He upstairs playing pool, man.
Tell Jameer
I'm
to get
glad
on. Let us see his face.
I know, right?
I'm glad they okay. But if he got the right insurance, man, he gonna come out better than he ever was before. I can guarantee it.
He need that Wilson
That
insurance.
insurance plug right
He got
there.
that Wilson's insurance. He got that
The
Wilson's
Wilson
insurance.
insurance plug.
hey, yeah. Hey, you ain't slick, Justin. Throwing
Love
that
it.
insurance plug in.
Oh, sorry, you
Love
got
it.
to
Throwing it
charge him
out.
for that one. You got to charge him.
Yeah. Hey, let's keep it going. Nut House. You want to answer Miss Elizabeth's question? We gonna keep it going.
I can't really say an answer on that one. I'm gonna be like Black Mamba. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Come
All
on,
right,
man. It's straight up
Megatron. We on
TV.
you,
Y'all supposed to
Megatron.
give it to him.
No, I definitely think it's unfair to have a judge who has no experience in what it is that they're judging. I mean, you have to have some kind of experience to be able to determine whether the sound is good or is fair, whatever. So I definitely agree with her on that. It's definitely not a good look to have somebody not like bringing a knife to a gunfight. Yeah, they need to be experienced in the field that they're working in.
Right.
So if
I
it
agree.
takes pain, and professional, we're not taking this thing for a joke. We're not investing all this money into the sound for some guy who have no clue to what to listen for and then gonna make that judgment. We can't do
Facts.
that. It's too much money at risk here. No.
Yep.
So
Okay.
these hosts are responsible for getting professionals to judge these shows.
You find a professional with, because once you finish, I'm out to break the barrier of this question. Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
All right. G Money. Let's go, G Money.
Hey, I just want good judges. I mean, that know what they're doing. That's it. Fair, good judges know what they're doing. That's it. The one good judge, I'm gonna say, Jimmy. You know his name. Is my man in the wheelchair. That dude is in a wheelchair. And he rolls around the whole damn slingshot, and he'll find out if your speaker pops, your tweeters pop. And he's one good ass judge. I don't know where he get qualified from, where he his experience from, but he know his stuff. Jimmy, you know his name. I don't know his name, man.
That's
Is that
Shane.
the
That's Shane.
Chan, there you go.
That's Shane
That
from
dude,
you.
A1. I like that dude. Good as judge.
All right, Texas Queen.
I just think they should know something. Again, I know I don't compete, but I like going to see, my friend disturbing the peace, beat everybody that's on this platform right here. Yep, shout out to Rallo. I didn't get it to my boy all the show. I had to shout out to my boy Rallo. But no, I feel it like you guys put so much money, and I know how much Rollo has put into his. I can only imagine what the rest of y'all have put into y'all's. So yes, I think it's only fair that you're getting judged fairly off of what's going on with the
Right.
sling and
That's
the
right.
sound.
That's right. So the
Wait,
host is responsible.
Absolutely.
Can
So
I
are
say
you
something to
assuming?
that?
Are you assuming because Black Mama beats Regilio on a regular basis that she's invested more?
No.
No,
I'm just
no,
saying.
Oh, I just was asking. I just was
I know how
asking.
much he invested, and so I'm just, yeah, I don't know how much people. I wouldn't dare do it, but I just know how much my boy spends, and for him to continue to not win is something going on there. I'm just gonna put that out there. Something.
Right. There's some
Something going
biasness
on
going
there.
on there.
King
Yeah.
Kong is starting shit. I never said
Yeah.
that. He said that messy shit. That was not me. Bro,
It's
you
not.
know it's all love. You know we
It's
Hey,
not what you know. It's who you know.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
who said that pun?
No, ain't
Oh,
Megatron said that. It's not what you know. It's who you know.
I thought Pun
Did
said that
everybody
because
answer
he
that
asked
question?
about
I think
Florida,
Pun
then
last.
Jimmy
No,
did.
wait. We're trying to get through. King Kong, it's on you.
As my question, or I already answered that
No,
one. You want my
you already
question?
answered. Okay, let's go, Miss Coco.
I'm in agreement with just about everyone. I've seen, well, on one of the platforms at least, I've seen the actual rules for competing. Are they necessarily always followed? I don't necessarily always think so. I kind of like the setup how they did for Sling Experience, where they actually had the score sheets, and the judges actually, pretty much they wrote their comments and they actually wrote down a physical score that and handed it back to the person that was competing, so they kind of knew where they stood. I kind of like that because at least you know that they're actually paying attention to what it is that they're supposed to be looking for.
Okay. Pun, give us something, Pun. Give me something, Pun. Give me something.
Good judges. Good judges. That's all I ain't got nothing.
Hey, Pun, man, come on now, man. Give us something, bro.
No, we short on time, damn it. We good.
Turn
We
some
short
turn
on
some
time.
music on.
Good judges. That's all that matters. Good judges.
Yeah, good judge. Good
Good
judge.
judges.
All right, we're gonna keep it going with Megatron. The floor is yours, Megatron.
Hold on, can I answer that
Oh,
question?
Jimmy got to speak.
No.
Oh, go ahead, Jimmy.
Why ain't
He said no.
why you saying no to me?
My bad,
Man,
Jimmy. My
you
bad.
already answered,
Don't
Stephen
say
A. Let
fine.
it
Because
go.
Jimmy's feeling some guilt over there. Jimmy's the host,
Hey, that's
so
good with
he
King
know
Kong.
what he
That's
got to
good
bring
with
to the
King Kong.
table.
It's never
Jimmy
no
gonna
guilt.
say 5 minutes.
Because I want to address something. All right, so when you
5
guys
minutes.
say a qualified judge, right? For instance, when Smitty started judging, everybody said that who was this guy? They had problem with him, but he judged. Then he built the best bikes. Cool. Dorian, right? King Kong.
Dorian Thomas,
Yeah,
Uh,
Dorian. Dorian's a
we
well-known sound guy.
Oh, right. That's my guy. Listen, we had Dorian at a show. Oh, he don't know how to judge, but he got a shop and he be doing shows. So the thing is, you cannot please everybody because some people will say, "Oh, who's this guy? You just got him out of the crowd." But that guy then built that guy didn't have shops. He didn't build stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you should do an introduction when you bring up
Exactly.
like a
Right. We're not
resume.
saying not to
No,
bring somebody out of the crowd, but let us know who he is and what background he got.
Correct.
and he
Now,
can't be drunk.
no, you're right, huh?
He can't be drunk, Jimmy.
Now listen, I'm gonna
The
give
brother
you.
you
No
had in
drinking
Austin
or
was drunk.
smoking.
Listen, but now you know what happens with all these judges? They be up there for this long time, and yes, I can't tell no grown person don't drink when they. Cause I'm gonna give you a good one, Monique, right? We'll call it for her to be a judge.
You better be careful.
Hold on.
I never said Monique.
Everybody know what it is. But listen, we paid Mo. She judged. Some people liked her, some people didn't, right? But then, like you say, that's when people get drunk, right? She get on her phone, and people will be like, "Well, she on her phone. How's she even listening?"
Oh,
so this is the thing. It's always something with all these judges. You cannot. We had a show. We had a show in Charlotte. They picked they picked one shop, and like you say,
All right.
never built
3 minutes. We got to cut you down.
Yes.
3 minutes. We got to cut you off.
Yes.
You went too long, Stephen.
Yeah.
We got to cut the next one. Who up?
That's another thing, though. The host should say you know, hey judge, you can't be on your phone, you can't be talking to other
Right. Let's set some
people.
rules, man. Set some rules.
Yeah,
You're
if
paying.
you
You're
paying them, yeah,
paying the
you paying
person.
them.
Yeah. You don't be
Yeah,
let
set
them
a
do what
rule
they
for
want
that.
to do. You can
Well,
decide it's not about being grown and you don't want to tell them what to do.
it's
But
easy. It's
no,
easy saying
no.
it, right?
You are running the show. The show ain't running you, man. You're running the show. So
And
you let them know the rules that come along with it. Just as how we have to follow rules to enter into these competition, whoever is the judge, they have to follow those rules.
Megatron, it's hard. I'm like Jimmy said, I did my first show with my team this year, and my team did a great job. Ain't gonna lie, but when I talked to the judges, I kind of explained to them, hey, make sure we stay apart, make sure you don't talk. Then I seen one judge in the middle of the show, good guy, I know him, but he was just enjoying the show. I said, hey, you gotta kind of don't rock the music, you kind of showing that you like that. But it's kind of hard to tell somebody not to enjoy the music when they playing it.
Well,
When
put
you
them out
love
the next
music.
time around. The next show, they ain't involved. That's it.
But
Yeah,
but
yeah, that's
but
what
he
I
was
would
a
do.
good judge, and it wasn't that he
That's
was being
okay, but
biased. He was just
a
enjoying the
good
music
judge
and
is
then
going to conduct themselves in the manner of how following the rules.
right.
Listen, it sound good, brother. Trust me. I give the judges the rules. Like I got a set of rules just for my judges. Like here, this is what you judging off of. So you gotta understand these judges be on their feet for so long, and some people be like, okay,
3 hours.
I can't judge this.
We all on our feet for 3, 5, 6, 7 hours. We
Yeah,
all there
they,
with them. We ain't
yeah.
sitting down.
Listen, I'm with you, but you gotta explain that to the judges. I'm
Well,
with
guess
you.
what?
All right.
If they
Let's
do
get it
one
going.
show, then they'll put them out of the next show. Get another
Yeah.
judge for the next time. That's all.
All right. All right. Let's keep it
David,
going. The floor is yours, Megatron. The floor is yours.
In terms of what? What was the
Your
question
question.
now?
Now it's time to ask your question.
Oh, basically, like I was saying, the first question I asked was like, okay, we are at a level. We're basically at the peak of the slingshot game. How much further do you guys see this thing going? Well, Nut House
We
is now bringing this light show to another level, so maybe there's room for other things to go on. But where do we see this thing going? I mean, this thing is getting almost worldwide now. Are we gonna start doing state to state, like New Jersey compete against New York, Atlanta compete against Memphis? How are we gonna be start doing it? That's the next question I have. East Coast against West Coast, what?
Big Rod.
Texas
And my
destroying
first,
everybody.
so with me, like I said, I'm new to the game. I'm just 2 years in, but I've met a lot of people. I love the platform. What I would love for to make it go to the next level is shows that kind of line up with dates, and hopefully we don't get a double booking of shows. So it's 52
Okay.
weeks in a year, and it's three to four platforms. So most of them do 8 to 10 shows a year. So we should be able to have shows where you're not on the same weekend. And
True.
then my second
Okay.
part to it is if in which if you got a show like in Memphis, Atlanta, or Alabama, you can have a show on the West Coast because the West Coast is not driving that far. So those dates don't bother me. It's when you have dates that are close. Like we got somebody in Midwest, my area, in Alabama and North Carolina. Those are when you divide people. Those are the dates that they get me. But if you got like a show in DC, a show in Oklahoma or West they don't affect each other at all, in my opinion.
So more communication need to be had for different hosts.
Just everybody work together. It's gonna
Right.
take a lot to
Okay.
do it, but
that's wishful
I,
thinking.
I think it can happen though. I think positive. So look at this conversation. We all from different platforms and different groups, and we laughing at each other for an hour and 40 minutes. So it can happen.
Yeah, it definitely can.
We look,
I
we
agree, I
different.
agree with that.
It's on you, Black Mama.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
The Black Mamba is always sleeping.
I know. I'm sorry. What was the question?
The
Big
question
Rod, ask
is,
the question again, Big Rod.
where do we see ourselves going? What's the next level?
Well,
Oh,
I personally, and I've addressed this question to Mr. The Plug before on one of his lives. He's looking like, what? Are we gonna add an extreme class? Because some of the things, like we are seeing a lot of
Extremities, yeah.
right. So, and you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like some of these are you really got to kind of add. I feel like you got to add another class. So I feel like the sky is the limit. People are doing some really crazy creative things, but I think also the rules have to meet what these builds are doing.
She talking about you, Justin.
What'd you say?
I said she talking about you, Justin.
What, my little 8 speakers? I only got 8 speakers.
He be cheating. Every show he goes to, he cheats. So I don't even know why they let him compete.
I only got 8 speakers. No, and I'll say this. I think it's changing.
Wait.
Oh shit! I almost fell down.
My husband said he's building Mambasita to be a 6-seater with 6 15s. Bring your ass.
There you go. That's what's up. There you go.
I see the younger generation taking it. Like my son and them, he's got a DJ thing on his iPad, and I see him and his friends doing it.
What's it called?
Who, my son?
No, the app.
Oh, I don't even know. He had to show me how to get on here. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I don't know. So the way that they do it and the way that his friends play with it, and to me, it's interesting to see the younger kids doing it, and the way some of the songs that they're coming up with or mixing the songs so they don't have to switch in the middle is where I see it going next. Or even the design of my slingshot. My son was a big part with that tower or the speakers on the side. You know, he was a big part of all that. So they're a little more creative or thinking outside the box than maybe some of us are, because we've traditionally seen it done a certain way.
Okay. So there's room for growth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do we stop at? Let's go with Nut House.
Man, the sky is the limit on where the slingshot game is going. It's evolving every year. Somebody comes out with something new every year. As far as me, I'm trying to get the light game as big as Jimmy has the sound game. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how many lights you got on it, and it's all about what it looks like, the design. You know what I'm saying? It's not red light, green. It's not red light, green light. Who can change it the fastest? You know what I'm saying? It's about the design of your bike, what it makes it look, what your bike looks like. You know what I'm saying? It's the sky's the limit, my man.
I agree. Okay.
Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah, I agree with Black Mama, but I'm gonna do it the other way, where you have featherweight and lightweight, and there's one platform that does a welterweight. I think all the other platforms should do welterweight too. That way they can, participate in
Is there somebody on here that competes in welterweight?
Yes.
Well, I haven't whistle welterweight because whistle welterweight.
Well,
Two less speakers than featherweight.
A welterweight is considered 10s instead of 12s.
It's 6/8s, and 2 10s.
That's the welterweight. It's the thing.
I'm just trying to clarify. Why did they even put a welterweight? Because a lot of people got to understand it's not a lot of bikes that have welterweight.
It's because it's not a division for it.
Well, Jimmy, I'm gonna tell you, a lot of the bikes have 2 10s subwoofers and 8 speakers, and lightweight is 2 12s and 8 speakers.
No, lightweight you can have 2 10s or 2 12s.
Yeah, but that's the difference.
Oh,
it's a lot of 10s out here.
Right,
a lot of 10-inch subs.
It's a huge gap between. In other words, it's a huge gap between featherweight and lightweight. It's a big gap.
So like that whole category need to be revisited. Then I think they need to revisit and single that out.
It does.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So that's when all the platforms need to get together before they drop something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. 95% of the bikes they build off of SS Takeover platform. Right? So now you'll get a new platform come in and say, oh, we want a welterweight, right? All right, cool. Now you do a welterweight class, you go to go to DC, it's no welterweight.
That's what I'm saying. Why can't all the other platforms do a welterweight?
Because we never knew welterweight. You see what I'm saying?
But see, you're basing off an existing bikes. You still have bikes that are coming into the industry. People are buying new bikes every day and wanting to build their bikes. So they don't know what they meant. They don't know what they don't know. So
right.
welterweight is not gonna help the people that are coming in that's new, that's getting a new build.
So when
true.
And Megatron asked, "How can we grow?" So that's
right. So no, I'm saying what I'm saying is I never knew about a welterweight class. So if the other platforms made a welterweight class, basically just came to the far brother and said, "Hey, let's make a welterweight class." Then all the platforms could be under one list. You see what I'm saying?
That
conversation has been had.
Well, there's too much lightweight. I think you have too much lightweight going on. So if you build another category, people will step it up. People want to step up. They want to step from 6.5s to 8s. But if everybody is in the same pot just boiling with this whole lightweight thing, people are scared to step into the next platform because they feel that they're not going to be qualified. So you have to create something different.
Well, I think the conversation getting lost because what I'm saying is, all right, some people have 8s in their lightweight. So it's not that. What I'm saying is if these other platforms made welterweight, they should say, hey, listen, can all the platforms get on the same page? And we're gonna add this welterweight.
It's already happening. I mean, Sling Fest was welterweight all this year. 3-Wheel Showdown will be welterweight starting in 2023. So you guys are the ones that's left on board, and what I guess you're filing Bamas. Not Bamas. What's the other platform? Banger.
So that's what I'm saying. This is my first time knowing about this welterweight class. So that's why I said. What she said.
It's been discussed, but it's already been. It was discussed in Slingshot Audio Garage earlier this year.
It's okay, James. Just add it to it.
Right, just add it, bro. Just add it.
Now, James. Jamie knows. He knows. He be on the audio page.
Yeah, James. Yeah. If you build it like the Field of Dreams, if you build it, they'll come, my man.
Right. There you go. hey, All-Star.
Yes.
Poor all-stars like y'all will just take it over this show and just but one of the comments is somebody said, Shanika said, what about motorcycle judges being the judge for the slingshots? So Banger Audio,
they already
are. They're the judges for typically they're the judges for Lone Star, but they weren't this year, and they're also the judges for Sling Experience. So they do sometimes on some platforms use motorcycle judges.
But they judge different too.
Yeah, because motorcycle sound can't be compared to a slingshot sound.
Definitely can't. So that's where you draw. That's where it kind of draw the line. Like you get
right.
Motorcycle, and they judge your bike. You're going to swear that this guy don't know what he's listening to. And say, well, that's how do we qualify as a judge? He do motorcycle.
Well, we need to get shops that are putting out winners. So Black Mamba, you need to bring some of your guys.
They were there at Lone Star.
They were judging?
No, they weren't judging.
Oh, okay.
So Tiffany and James, the only difference between me and a welterweight is up to 8-inch speakers and 2 10-inch speakers, correct?
Yeah.
And the lightweight is up to 8 10-inch speakers and 2 12-inches, right?
Right.
Well, yeah.
So it sounds like when the platform, like I said, when I first started, it was only featherweight, lightweight, middle, and heavy. Then I saw the welterweight, and we know what platform it is. We ain't got to call them out, but that was the only platform doing it. But it seemed like it catered to another group of riders that wasn't going to a stream. They didn't want to go their bill, but now you want to conform to all of it. That's just something when you go to that group, that's the bill you got to play under. When you go to this group, you got to play.
That's what I've been doing all year. But what I'm saying is there's room for growth. We're talking about growth.
Right.
I mean, there's a welterweight and motorcycle class, so why can't?
So let me ask you this: so with room with growth, dude, now when the price start going up, that's when people complain because that means you gotta buy more trophies, you gotta buy more stuff when you add more classes.
Which
we gotta grow.
It's just 2 trophies. Trophies don't cost for $40.
That's welterweight and extreme class.
They're
Them
already
belts.
paying for the trophy on the entry fee. They
No,
already
them
paying for
belts.
the
Them,
trophy on the entry
well, we
fee.
don't do trophies. We do belts.
Okay, belts. They already paying for it on
You
the
do
entry
what?
fee.
What you do, Jimmy?
We do
They
belts.
already paying for it.
But
Well, look, what I would like to see more, we need more monetary. We need more monetary. What do you do? Because of the fact that we're putting all this money in and we're getting these little $2 trophies, that's not fair.
I don't give out $2 trophies. Ours $250. Them belts cost $250.
All right. Hold on.
Get it under control, All Star.
Hold on. Hey, we got a new panel member. Blue Pill, welcome to the show.
Anthony, welcome.
Duncan, what's up, baby?
Hey, Blue Pill, turn your phone
going
sideways. Turn your phone sideways.
That help?
You ain't got it on rotate.
Yeah, take off the lock. You might have your screen locked.
He ain't got it on rotate.
We lost him.
All right, we're gonna keep it going. We with G Money. The floor is yours, G Money.
So, well, I'm answering the question. I'm asking one.
You asking the question.
I'm asking a question.
Yes, sir.
You're asking the group. Yeah.
I'm asking the group.
That ain't working.
What do y'all think about making like the I know SS Takeover, we do the rounds like a minute and a half. About making the rounds a little longer.
Shit, we'd be there all night.
Nah, like 2 minutes.
I
2 minutes.
think I'm there.
No, you don't need that long to prove a music. 30 seconds here. You don't need that long. Yeah. No, that's way too long.
Hold on. Let's start with Big Rod. Big Rod, let's hit it up.
Keep a minute and a half still good.
Black Mamba.
Hell no, you got some people that already play 17 songs in a minute and a half. Into their whole damn playlist.
Nut House.
Hey, no, a minute and a half is long enough.
Elizabeth.
I agree. A minute and a half is long enough. Yeah.
Texas Queen.
I think it should be like 45 seconds to less than a minute. That's just my opinion.
I agree with that.
Don't need a whole minute and a half. 1 minute.
Nope, that's way too long. Yeah.
King Kong.
Oh,
King Kong.
He on mute.
He's on mute.
We can't hear you, King Kong.
He eating. It's on mute.
Yeah, he just took it off.
Okay, now can you hear us now?
He muted again.
Oh no, his phone it went back out. Your phone.
Yeah, he walking around. He walking around the house.
All right, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going.
No.
Miss Coco, what you got, Miss Coco?
I said a minute and a half. I mean, keep in mind a lot of really good songs have about 30-second intros. So a minute and a half is fine.
All right, and a special guest, Mr. Jimmy, what you got on that?
A minute and a half is cool.
He done laid down on us.
Nah, a minute cool with me, minute and a half. Like I always base my shows on how many bites come. So if we got too many bites, I try to cut it to a minute and a half. So I mean a minute. But if it's
a minute is all you need, man. I think a minute and a half is way too long.
Yeah, I'm saying if it's maybe 4 bites in each category, we do a minute and a half.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move to Texas Queen. The floor is yours to ask the group a question.
Okay, mine is a 2-part. And you can just raise your hand on the first. How many people have come from the motorcycle community? Just curious, how many have started on bikes? Is that Jimmy, Corella, All Star, Nuthouse? You did too? Oh,
yes, ma'am.
King Kong, you can fit on a bike. You don't look like that little great bait on that little. I'm just messing with you, Justin.
King Kong, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, King Kong.
My second part to that question.
Hey, King Kong, you might have to log out and log back in, King Kong. I'm sorry, Texas Queen. Log out and log back in. Go ahead, Texas Queen.
She said great bait.
Yes, I remember the little purple monkey on a little bitty ass motorcycle. I'm sorry. Anyway, how different do y'all think it is from the motorcycle community to the slingshot community? Like, what's what's your biggest pet peeve about it? Because I love the motorcycle community, how organized it was. Yes, I know the history and they have a longer history, but it's just so totally different. Just what's your take on the difference between the two? For those of you that's rode motorcycles and have been in the community.
We're gonna start with Big Rod. Go ahead, Big Rod.
Go ahead. I didn't come from the motorcycle community, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
Okay, Nuthouse, go ahead with that.
Man, the motorcycle community, was a little bit more, how can you say it, demanding than the slingshot community to me.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay. Miss Coco, did you come from the motorcycle community?
Nah, I fell off of one though.
God. Hey, who else? Hey, Texas Queen, who else raised their hand?
Can y'all hear me now?
Elizabeth.
I love both. I mean, we enjoyed. I had a street glide. Well, I started off with the 883, then I had a 1200 Nightster, and then I had a street glide. I really enjoyed all of that, and then I got a slingshot. But I want to say the slingshot community is way bigger of a feel good family life kind of thing. You know? Those arms are wide open more. I mean, motorcycle community was too, but these are way wider open.
Okay.
Okay. Y'all
King
don't think
Kong, can you hear me?
organized, didn't have a slingshot community?
Yeah, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, hear you now. Yeah. Welcome back.
King Kong, you want to answer that question?
Yeah, first off, I'm not fat. I'm just big boned. So yes, I can ride on a motorcycle. Okay. Okay, I am big healthy. Okay.
He's big boned. He's
Big
just
slim.
Right. Okay. No, I we came from the motorcycle. We still compete in the motorcycle way more than we do the slingshots. The only thing that got us in the slingshots was my son. I like the motorcycles a little better because I can usually get more action over there betting. It seems like nobody wants to bet in the slingshot world like they do in like in a slingshot like they do in a motorcycle.
I spent all the money in the slingshot already.
Man.
Hey, Blue Pill, can you hear me? Blue Pill, can you hear me?
He can't see the screen.
He trying to show.
Unmute
He trying to
yourself.
show y'all his new cabinets.
I have the same cabinets. I like those.
Jimmy,
Unmute.
you wanna respond to that, Jimmy? You came from the two wheel motorcycles?
Yeah, I came from over there. It's just
Hey.
Yeah, Jimmy, you went from what's going on? You getting sleepy?
no. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Both of them had their pros and cons to it, man. You know,
I agree.
Slingshots, like you say, it's kind of a family thing, more networking, because that bike stuff was a little bit different. But yes, it's pros and cons. I like it both. It's fine.
Blue Pill, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
No,
But we can't hear him.
Yeah. We can't hear you. You got to log out and log back in.
And
all right, next question. Let's keep it pumping.
All right. So next question is coming from Mr. King Kong. You got the floor.
Uh-oh.
Yes, so I got some good shit for y'all right here now. I'm sorry. All right, so we know the Super Bowl is coming up, right? And it's supposed to be the biggest and best show of the year, right? So I want to know, because the regular little shows pay money for us going, how much is the purse going to be at the Super Bowl, and who the judge is going to be?
You said running back. I missed half of the question.
Let me speak a little slower. I know the Super Bowl is the biggest show of the year, and the regular shows pay cash prizes to come out. So how much is the big Super Bowl going to be pumping out for us for the winners, and who the judge is going to be?
Listen. You ready? Can I answer?
Yeah, go ahead.
I go first.
My platform don't put out money because
Like on 10-8 and
I don't have all these sponsors, like the other group, right? Then two, always feel like the money thing divided us. You know what I'm saying? So the money.
Anybody that's won a 3-wheel motion, did the money divide you when you won?
Everybody.
Okay,
Nope.
but hold on.
It didn't divide me neither.
Hold on, Justin.
So me,
Yep.
I'm not gonna put on the front. I don't have to bribe people with money to come to my show. So
Hey, hold on, Jimmy.
hold on now, how? So the thing is this here. Yes, if you want to pay $100 to get in the show, and then I divide the money up like that's fine. But no, I don't. I've been doing 15 Justin. I don't believe about giving money. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So
your brand is your brand.
Yeah, the Super Bowl, we ain't never been giving out money. Cause like I say, when money get involved, you see what happened. Who always win? You two people win and the rest is still in house. So to me, the money is really it's tricky.
I can say that I've won at every platform, and I don't have anything with the political stuff. So I don't think that any platform that we played on has been biased. And I will say that my son has won a lot on their platform and the other platforms, and the money definitely was nice. Because I can say going over there with the amount of stuff that we've won, it's definitely covered our travel. And like somebody said, they don't travel more than 4 or 6 hours. For us to come to the Super Bowl is 1,200 miles. It's going to cost me $1,200 each way in fuel. So, yeah, I would love to be able to go over there and take away some cash on it. It ain't never – me and Black Mamba have played at a show, and one of us won, and we ain't never went home mad with the other one that won the cash.
For sure. But, you know what I tell people, Justin? If you can't make it, you can't make it. But I'm not bribing you $1,000 to come to my show. That's just me. I'm sorry. So if you listen,
it's not a bribe. I think somebody said on here earlier with the amount that we put in, we want that. Yeah, we want that incentive, and it makes more people play by doing it.
Hold on. Justin.
Yep.
Now, keep it 100.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen the lives at all venues. At the one that's giving away the live. At the one giving at the one giving out the money, it's been way less competitors than it is at a Jimmy show. So you can't say the money wouldn't divide y'all because it wasn't enough people there.
Okay, so and I'm gonna compare one area. So when 3-wheel was here in Texas and when Jimmy was here in Texas, it was more competitors at the 3-wheel show than it was
Which
Jimmy.
3-wheel show, Jim? Justin, come on now, keep it 100.
San Antonio. I am in San Antonio or Austin, whatever the one was over there. We had more audio competitors there than we did at Jimmy's show here.
Bro, I watched the live. The same people were competing in lightweight, heavyweight, and middleweight, and you know what I'm saying? It wasn't as many bikes, bro. Come on now, man. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say it was as many bikes. I said it was more competitors in the audio thing. I didn't say it was more people there all together. I said people competing in audio.
It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You have people running featherweight, going to lightweight, going to middleweight, going to heavyweight.
That was Jonathan. Jonathan. He did it every show.
Jonathan.
Oh yeah, Jonathan does it at every show. I'm not saying that, but then you had lightweight bikes moved up to middleweight. You know what I'm saying? You had people at that show that don't normally play middleweight just so y'all can get the $1,000.
I will speak up and say that to the 1 3-wheel showdown I went to, my builder did have to pay somebody's way in to get up to the number of people
required amount to win the $1,000. So you can't say the money wouldn't change it.
But Nuthouse, you got to be honest because me and you've had the conversation. When my son pulls up, several other people, you and others, said it's no sense of us competing because we know we can't win. So yes, we have had to go and pay people to get in the show. But when we was at Jimmy's show, it was still 4 lightweights. So
Hold on,
even if
but
we was at his show, I would have still had to pay somebody to get the 5.
No, you right. You ain't see. That's the thing. You ain't got to pay nobody to get in my show because if it was 4, it's 4, right? But now you paying.
But no, this is what I'm saying. If I pay $50 for Nut House to make number 5, I still walk away with $950. I'm up $950. I'll pay for 2 people to make 5 to get the 1,000 versus just playing 3, which I would have played anyway.
So listen, and hold up.
I'm still 900 to the good.
Justin, but
and I understand what you're saying. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. But what the thing was said was, you know what I'm saying? If he puts money into a show, because we went to SS Takeover Dallas, it was more than 4 lightweights at SS Takeover Dallas. Now Austin wasn't as big, and I know what you're talking about because it was me, you, Jonathan Taylor, and somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But it was 190 degrees out there too. Didn't nobody want to come outside?
I agree with that.
But
okay, now
if you take the money piece,
what I'm
if you
saying
take the
is-
money piece away, it's just as many competitors in both shows. It's just that if you don't have the 5, you still have the 4. You wouldn't get the money. It's still the same. The entry fee is still the same. So, you know, you got to change.
We're
that.
not
I know
talking.
that you guys are making a valid point.
So it won't be no.
Hold on. But this
It
ain't
would be the same amount of
show.
competitors. You just
Hold
wouldn't
on,
have
hold on,
the
Ant.
5 to meet the 1,000.
This ain't the regular show. This is the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, the best is coming out there to play.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
The Super Bowl, man, let's pump this thing up if we're gonna really do it. The Super Bowl got all the best of the best.
Okay, well, guess what? I'll tell you what. Won't Justin Wilson sponsor SS Takeover, and we just take it, and we just pay.
Because if Justin Wilson sponsor SS Takeover and Justin Wilson go out there and win, then they're gonna say Justin Wilson cheated. So Justin stays out of the sponsorship, and I just pay my entry fee to play like everybody else.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Because when
it is.
When is fair is fair.
Man, every time somebody lose, and I'm not saying at your show, I'm saying at every show, somebody complains that they cheated or they did something else. Now, you know, if I was to sponsor your show and my son went there and win, you know everybody would say I cheated.
But that's why I put money in it, because it's always going to be an argument at the end of the show. So that's why I don't put money.
Well, that's cool.
It's an argument
let me have my
anyway,
argument
with money
and
or
go.
not.
Yeah, let me have my money. Let me have the argument and go home with my money, because at least it covered my fuel.
Yeah.
All right,
All right. Let's keep it moving. All right, we moving right along. Anybody else want to comment on King Kong?
We was drinking.
All right, so Miss Coco, the floor is yours to ask a question to the group.
I don't forgot my damn question. Shit.
They didn't blew my natural high. Man, they
Y'all
didn't
got
blew
my
my
head.
high.
Y'all got my head.
Let me
going.
ask a question.
I need a refill.
I'm skipping
Hey,
mine.
blue pill. I come to you after Miss Coco.
I'm skipping mine. He can have mine. Go ahead, Blue.
All right, Blue. The floor is yours.
So the question with the two, I'll say the 2 biggest shows that are out there between Three Will Showdown and SS Takeover. I'm asking, and maybe somebody can tell me why you shouldn't. But with the people that travel, the people that don't travel, whatever, for the 2 shows, do you believe or think, regardless of if it's money involved or the belts or something like that, should it be more than identifying one winner? And is there a possibility where there's like the runner-up wins as well, where they where more people go home feeling qualified,
accomplish something, correct?
Right.
Okay. So you're saying like a first place and a second place for the lightweight, first place, second place for the middleweight, first and second for. Okay. All right. We're gonna start with Big Rod.
Yeah, I agree with that. We did that our platform. So to get people to come, and like you spend money, we definitely did first and second place. I think that's worth the price of getting people to come to see it. Yeah.
Black Mamba.
Hey y'all, hey. So I would say I agree with that. I like that suggestion, Anthony, because a lot of people, unfortunately, when some people, not me, pull up, some people are like, yeah, I'm not even going to get in it because I'm not going to win. But if you at least allow a second place, you know, they may be more they might be more apt to get in, and you might have more participation.
All right.
Nut House.
I like the first and second place thing. You know what I'm saying? It's so everybody, you know, more people get something to go home with.
A little hardware, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little hardware.
Elizabeth.
I agree with first, second place. Some of them already do that. They have a first, second trophy. I mean, I've seen the belts, the big belts, and I've seen a small belt also. Maybe that could be a first and a second.
Right.
One that go around your finger, yeah.
Megatron.
I would agree also. For the fact that they ain't giving up no money, they need to give something else because of the fact that people travel that far, invest all this money, all of that. They want to at least walk away with something to show that, you know what, I made effort. And we need to create incentives. Okay, we're not just out here spending money just because we got it. We need incentive to come out to these shows. Like King Kong say, he's traveling 1,200 miles, man. Come on now. I mean, you know, a trophy ain't gonna cut it. He's $2,400 out of his pocket.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
My turn.
Sure.
Nope, it's my turn. Nope. I'm just playing.
I don't think people understand that I travel too, right?
You do. But I think also a lot of times I see a lot of people talking about, oh, it's not that serious. It's just a competition or whatever. But when you have put in the amount of money that some of us have put in
Yep.
to our slingshots
To make your show look good.
bullshit calls.
But Jimmy, don't they pay you to come to these shows?
Not all the shows. Not all the shows.
Oh, not all of them?
Not all the shows. So that's what I'm telling you. So that's why people don't understand. Like, you know, like you said, he go 1,200 miles. You're right. I'm going probably the same distance as you. And I don't.
You're walking away with cash.
So you're
You
doing
Jimmy,
SS shows for free.
though. You got
Jimmy, don't forget the question. Jimmy, don't forget the question.
Are you doing SS shows for free?
No. I'm getting paid from the gate, correct. But everything else.
Okay.
Jimmy, answer the question at the same time. Answer the question about the first and second.
No, I'm about to answer that. Now, yes, maybe 2023 we could do first and second, but you know, it's like I always looked at it like, listen, the best get the best, right? But then you'll say, well, the second place won the same trophy as the first place.
Yeah, it ain't got to be the same though. But I get you.
Right.
We just,
so
you know,
I always look at it like, listen, yes, we did do that. So once again, we did that before. You know what I'm saying? We did the first place, second place. Cool. Now it's like, listen, the first is first. If you first, you first. You second, you last. You know, second really don't count. But yes, if you want to give someone a give me trophy, that's fine. I'm not against that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against that. But people cannot assume that it's supposed to be the same thing as the first place guy.
No, it could be a different size. It could be just a different size trophy. It don't have to be the same big trophy as the first prize.
No, right. No, correct.
Right.
Correct.
Y'all want me to show
there's
you?
a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of travel, and you don't, and to be honest with you, you know, while you're spending the money, you don't see the loss until you're in a situation. So everybody has lost something. I can tell you, it's almost like, you know, it's overwhelming when you see all the receipts coming in and you're going through a claim.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that suggesting for these people that are traveling that, if you don't come out number one, then that's it. There's nothing else.
No,
but the people that
now,
because there's not a big difference between the two when you talk about getting to the final round and there's a first and second.
Correct.
I can't imagine it's that much difference between the two.
So look, Duncan. So I'm with you with that, right? So I can only speak for my city because that's when majority of it come out my pocket. You see what I'm saying? Now when I kind of Austin, like she said, yeah, they paid me a small portion, but guess what? Like you say, you still have other things that you got to pay for, right? So yes, sometimes the people in y'all city don't want to do so many trophies. You see what I'm saying? So yes, it go back and forth with me, but I'm with you.
But
Let
don't
me
you think
throw.
that if we create
Let,
more incentives, more people will get involved? In other words, there'll be more people competing if there's some type of incentive for us to look forward to. A lot of people, like you said, hands down, don't even want to get involved because we're paying $50 a pop and we ain't walking away with nothing
Now, are you saying $50 a pop for what? For the
for
sound off?
For the
entry fee
competition.
to go into these shows,
No,
to
I
these
never.
competitions.
Who paid? I ain't never charged $50 to
Well,
get
whether
in.
you charge $1 or whether you have 250 slings, the whole point is we're putting out and we're not getting nothing back.
No, it's 15 trophies you could win, and then it's 4 trophies if you could in the sound off. So what do you want?
Half of the time, like you said, if you're just doing first place only, like if it's first place only, what about the people, like you said, who have also put that money into it? They can walk away with even a different size trophy. You don't have to be the
Oh,
same big trophy.
so that's what
But
I'm asking. So should it be that you give trophies to everybody? Because
not
everybody.
necessary. First and second is good enough.
This is
You don't have to
hey,
go
this is not
3,
Pee
4,
Wee
or 5.
football. Everybody get a participation trophy. First and second, you know what I'm saying, is cool.
Exactly. First and second. That's all we're asking for.
hey,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
let me
All right.
throw
All right.
this.
We go. Let me jump in. Let me jump here. Miss Coco. Miss Coco.
Yes.
You want to respond to that? Because we're gonna keep it going.
No, I would. Well, what I guess what I'm curious about, James, do y'all have sponsors?
No.
Y'all don't have sponsors, so y'all just charge a entry fee and then the
When
competition.
you say y'all, listen, it's
You.
one person running the whole show. Unless I'm going to, like I say, like when I went to Austin, I went to Dallas. They have their camp. They take care of everything. You see what I'm saying? So yeah,
So they
so
could have sponsors. They would
right.
have
So
sponsors.
right. So basically, when I go to these other states, I let them. I just do a hosting fees because I don't know the rides. I don't know the companies in Texas. I don't know the companies in South Carolina, XYZ. So yes, sometimes they do have sponsors. So once again, so when these cities sponsor these things, some of them only want to make this amount of trophies. Just like Black Mama said, do a stream class, right? We normally did a stream class, but only was in Florida because that's where the only stream bikes was really located at.
But them trophies don't cost that much to get a few extra trophies. Those
Can I
those
show y'all
trophies don't
something?
cost that much.
Hold on, Megan.
Like you can do this. This on the ground. This is a first place trophy.
They don't show out.
No, they don't give out trophies like that.
And then this could be a second place trophy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But see,
they give it out
Black
those
Mamba.
first place.
Yo.
Black Mamba. You know what I'm saying? James gives out belts. So
I've seen a little belt before.
Yeah.
I've seen the little belt as well.
So he can
Elizabeth,
give
you know
out
what
a
I'm
big
saying?
belt. He can give out a big belt and a little belt.
For second place.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's go to G Money. G Money, you got something to say about that first and second place? G Money.
Nah, man, I'm be like Pun. I got no words.
What happened to Pun? Did he fall off?
Yeah, pun
He
fell off.
probably went to sleep.
All right, so we gonna get ready to get out here. The last question to the group is coming from our special guest, and I want to thank our special guest, Mr. SS Takeover. The floor is yours, Mr. SS Takeover, for your question to the group.
Jimmy, what do y'all want to see change for 2023? That's all.
$5,000 cash prize.
Exactly. We need to see money. We need to see Benjamin. That's what we want to see.
All right, cool.
Benjamin.
I'm gonna ask it. All right, so you gonna tell me what you want, and I'm gonna give you a response. You want cash? The door price is gonna have to go up because I'm only a one person show. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. We're not complaining about no fees that we have to pay. We're just saying we want something in return. That's all.
Charge us $100 a class. If I can walk
exactly.
away
That's it. And we walk away with the pot. Yeah. How about that? Are you willing to do that?
Hold on. Let's start with Big Rod. Big Rod, let's go, Big Rod.
2023. I didn't want to have fun. To me, the money don't make or break me if I come to a show because I'm not into it like that. I like to have fun. So the trophies is cool with me, but I understand some people put way more money than I have, so I got to respect it for that. But let's just keep having fun and laughing and networking, because you never know the people we laughing with on this show today, we might not see them tomorrow. So that's what it's all about with me.
Facts.
All right, Black Mamba.
I would like to. Where did Jimmy go? What the fuck?
Right here.
I was just see his shoulder. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm listening to you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would like to see more SS takeover shows throughout the country, not just on the East Coast. And I would like to see some of the East Coast people come to Texas and a little farther, come past the Mason-Dixon line. You know what I'm saying? I went to DC, man. That was a hell of a trip, you know? And I missed. We had a couple of SS Takeover shows scheduled this year that we didn't make. But I would love to see your show come a little farther this way.
August 17th and 20th.
I would like to see a lot of the people that compete on that platform come this way as well. You know, we're more than willing to come your way. But I missed a lot of shows. Man, you don't know how many of your shows I had on the schedule, but because of issues with my slingshot, I didn't make them. But they were on the schedule to come. But yeah, I would like to see a lot of your guys and your shows further this way, so that we can all meet up in the middle. Or
so Black Mom. So I'm gonna let you put your foot in your mouth real quick, right? So I'm gonna let you put your foot in your mouth. So
okay,
this is gonna be for you. Like I told Justin, the same thing. Reach out to them cities that want me to come there, and I will come, because like I told anybody, I like Florida. I go to Florida because I know where I could go set up shop and have an event if I have to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
I can't go to Memphis. I don't know no one in Memphis.
You Big Rod is on here. Big Rod is on here.
Hold on, listen to me. Listen, last year I reached out to Memphis. I didn't fuck around and plan a whole show in Memphis for them, right? Then they canceled. All right, cool. Then they had a show. No problem.
Different promoter.
So you got to understand this.
You said that was last year?
Well, that was a different promoter, yeah.
I was at that show. Yeah, I was at that show.
Right. So, okay, for instance, same thing will happen with Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. Same stuff. So you want us to come farther. Like I say, I can't go nowhere that I don't know. I need help. I'm only a one-man show. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, yes, when I come to Texas, it's because of Ted and Jonathan and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was the first ones that did a show in Texas. Let's make this, let's snap this. Because Sling Express was built off of SS Takeover from 2018.
I'm gonna second that, Jimmy. I'm gonna second that.
We put it out there. We put it out there for everybody. So if anybody in some other cities can reach out to you and make it happen, let's make it happen.
Listen, and I'm always with it. I've always been with it. But I cannot go nowhere if they don't open the door for me at their home, because I don't know nobody in Arkansas. I don't know nobody in Louisiana, right? But when I reach out to these people, it never fails. Trust what I tell you, it never fails. I will give them the blueprint, they'll take it, and then they will do their own show.
Well, we putting this shit out there now.
Well,
y'all reach out to Jimmy. Let's make this shit happen. Let's do it.
Whatever shit you want to do, Black Mamba, all thing you gotta do is set it up, and I'm coming. I'm fine.
All right. Let's move on to Nut House. Nut House, you got a response for that?
Hey, yeah. What I would like to see is like how Team Light 'em Up got it. They got a featherweight, lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight, and teams go at it from what if you win that section, you come somewhere else and battle this team. You know what I'm saying? And so forth and so on, where everybody has to travel. You know what I'm saying? Texas have to go to Florida. And then if they win there, then you have one in Texas, and New Jersey has to come over to Texas. Or, back and forth, like sort of like the NCAA tournament, but with teams. Okay. You bring your best foe. Texas is so big, we can have plenty of teams.
All right, Elizabeth.
To add to that, for 2023, I want to see part of my team API to be able to have a welterweight so they can go out there and do more platforms.
Okay. Megatron.
We'll put a welterweight just for you.
I would like to see more incentive and more categories being developed in both parties, whether it's the sound or the lights. Definitely more categories that more people can be involved and not be intimidated by just the big dogs.
Okay. G Money.
For 2023, like everybody's saying, like they want to see the East Coast go to Texas. I want to see Texas and the Midwest people come over to the East Coast.
Whoa.
Everybody say, the Texas, they would say our little pond. But our little pond on the East Coast is New York, Jersey, DC, Virginia, the Carolinas, Florida. Our pond is a big pond. You know what I mean? Texas, just Texas.
I've been to DC.
Don't get it wrong. Listen, I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. I've been to Texas before. I like it, and I get
I like you, G Money.
Eagles are 8-0.
I get a lot of crap over here in
Eagles
Jersey
are
for
8-0.
liking the Cowboys. But listen,
Eagles are
that's my
8-0.
squad.
I
So
like
that's
you,
what
G
I want to
Money.
see for 2023. I want to see, we're gonna try to make it out there, but I want to see y'all leave y'all pond and come over to our big pond that we got on the East Coast.
Can I go next?
Oh shit.
No, you're not next.
Hold on,
I need a
Dustin.
refill. Hold
Texas
on,
Queen.
Justin.
Texas Queen. Texas Queen.
I want to see more games and stuff. Look, there's this one game that was from a movie where you kind of just everybody fall in line, you jump and you jump and you jump. I want us to play more games. That's what I want. More games at these events. I'm ready.
You bring the games and you can run.
So
the
we
games.
ain't bringing no games over either. You're focused, so I guess you have to introduce that.
What you mean y'all a focus city? What that mean?
We're focusing on sound and lights. That's what you're over there playing around.
What you say?
Everybody's not into that. That's just
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to introduce that, so you might have to bring that to the table.
Hell up, Black Mama. What you say? Male twerking contest. That's all.
Yes.
Yes. Free-will showdown.
We already know one participant.
She started that. Us men over.
Hey, I saw the video, Jimmy.
I saw the video too.
We don't twerk.
Black Mama, what are you talking about?
Nothing.
You talking about that video?
No. I'm not talking about nothing.
Oh, okay.
All right, King Kong. It's on you, King Kong. It's on you, King Kong.
I think I can say I can only speak for me. We spent 3 weeks over there. We hit Atlanta, we hit South Carolina this year. I'm yet to see anybody besides Bounty Hunter cross the Mississippi from the East Coast. So and that's to whoever said they like to see Texas over there. We was over there, or at least I was, and I think I seen Black Mamba over there too in South Carolina. So I guess for me for 2023, I would like to see some of the East Coast come this way. And I agree with what y'all said. The Sling experience, Texas sound is different. Our sound and what our judges listen for is different than what we hear on the East Coast. So to me, if you want to be the best, change your sling based off of where you're going and compete on both coasts, not just in one little pond over there.
Yeah, we were coming to Virginia Beach, but that show got canceled, which fortunately we were able to make it to Memphis because it was the same weekend. But we were coming.
Yep. So I was there.
Yes. Are we still back on the what's for 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I'm piggybacking off of my teammate Elizabeth with being able to add welterweight as a division to be able to accommodate for other slingshot riders that have a build with 6'8" and 210s, so they don't have to be the underdog and have to compete in lightweight.
Elizabeth, can you DM me that the welterweight class rule? I do it for the Super Bowl. You want to go do the Super Bowl? I'll do it for the Super Bowl.
And just to clarify, Jimmy, I wasn't coming at you. I'm just saying I would love to be able to see more shows from you this way.
No,
and if we can use this platform to put you together with some people that put you happen in their city. Let's use this platform to make that shit happen.
So once again, I'm open doors.
I know you are. I know you right, exactly.
I had to go work to come to Texas. I ain't got sick, and it was hot.
Hey, I tell you what.
Medicine,
hey, but you can't
And Wilson Insurance is gonna sponsor the show.
Hey, I tell
Hey, you
you what,
can't do nothing
if
in
Jimmy,
June, July, August in Texas, man.
Not in Texas.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
you can.
hey, listen.
hey, listen,
So you gotta talk to
I'm
the
gonna bring you
people
here,
that
Jimmy.
bought me. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna bring you here, Jimmy, and we do a show in April. I'm gonna bring you here for the show in April. I'm gonna pay your expense here. You just pay my expense to the Super Bowl, and we'll call it even.
I know what.
You don't want trade fees?
I'm the bigger dog. I'm the
You a
bigger.
what?
I'm good. I'm
Oh,
good.
you don't want that?
All right. Let's
Okay.
get.
Hey,
Let's.
I got a question for everybody out there. Do y'all now understand why in Texas we compete under tents?
No,
Yeah.
you know what? And I'm
So
with you
so
with
we
that.
don't get wet.
I'm gonna tell you a crazy thing about that tent. The tent will kill a lot of y'all bikes though, because the tent don't let that sound go out. That tent will hold that sound in there, and a lot of people bikes sound better outside that tent. A
My
lot.
No,
sub super was
I don't
fine. I
agree
ain't
with
with the
that.
look.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Listen,
No.
you
That's
don't.
an excuse.
No, I
That's an
agree.
excuse.
I agree with
It's
Megatron.
like what I heard this weekend that the grass competed on grass make your slingshot sound different than competed on
No, I'm not
concrete.
saying it
You
does.
Hey,
guys are coming
Megatron.
up with all these theories and sound that has nothing to do with the price of
We
gas,
talked
man.
about that.
Hey,
Let's go.
hey,
Yeah,
Megatron.
that's some crazy stuff y'all coming
No,
up with.
under a tent do
Hey,
That's
sound
just
good, bro.
excuses.
hey,
Nah.
Megatron. For real. If
Certain
like with
tent.
ours, with our ports, if you compete on that grass, I've messed up speakers because so much dirt and stuff has been pulled through those ports.
Well,
That's
no,
the
well,
only reason.
dirt is different. No, we're talking about affecting acoustically. We're not talking about dirt going back up into your port.
Okay,
But
well, grass
it
and
make
dirt
it
is
Hey,
sound
different.
like as
So
if we're it sound like as if we're the grass is absorbing the actual bass that you're putting out.
No,
oh no,
hold
that
up.
ain't
You
right.
know
That's
what? Hold up. You know what? A lot of bikes do hit harder on concrete because that's why they drop the air ride, and
yeah,
the bass definitely hit harder. So we
it
could go
does.
back and forth with this all day long because
Justin, maybe
to each
we
his
should
own,
go to
bro.
some
That's
quality
why we
bikes
need better
and
judges.
get you
That's why
some.
we need better judges. Judges that know how music's supposed to sound. That's what we
Hey,
really need.
Justin,
What'd you
you
say,
wouldn't
Black
have
That
Mamba?
that
does make
problem.
a
Hey,
difference, though.
Justin, you wouldn't have that problem if you went to some smaller subs and less bass.
All I got is two tens.
2 tens, right?
All
All
right.
I got is two
Blue
tens.
pill. You wanna respond to that?
two,
What you want to
two
see
subs
from
or the
SS
2023?
Takeover
Yeah.
in 23?
So the like I indicated, the first and second. Me personally, I want to see some more shows in June and July. That's being selfish because that's when I'm off work.
It's
that's
hot.
close.
And then the
That's
last thing is I don't like is in cases of a tie, I don't like this same song. I think the owners of the slingshots should be able to choose their favorite song, play it, and choose a winner. I like to see the same song
But that,
situation go away. That's me. I
I
don't
agree. I agree.
but that's how you really tell who got a better bike though, because
Not
some bike.
necessarily.
nah.
Hold on.
Not necessarily.
Time out. Can I finish speaking? Because some bikes could play every song, and some bikes can't. If you build your bike just to play one particular tune, then you stuck in one category.
A
That's why.
quarterback is built to be a certain player, a running back, or whatever. We can go through all list of things.
Correct.
So
Thank you.
let it let
Quarterback
I
is built to run, pass, and catch. He do it all, right? So
no
No,
no
Tom Brady could
no
never
he
run.
don't. No he don't. No he don't. Sorry.
Hey, I think the tiebreaker should be Killer Cam. But anyway,
I'm
Bullshit.
with that.
anyway,
I'm with
Hell
that.
no.
okay. Listen. Hold on. We're gonna get up out of here. So we're gonna finish off. I want to finish off with networking. So we're gonna start start with Big Rod. And so we all know where we at. I want you to give your Instagram, your Facebook or whatever. And we're gonna start with Big Rod.
Miss Out Slingshots on Facebook. We on Instagram. We on Miss Out Slingshots. We on Twitter. People that's on Facebook friends, Roderick Seals, they can get with me. I'm all about networking, trying to grow. Me and Jimmy, we'll talk again. So we did talk before, so I give him that shot. So we did try to put something, but we'll talk again.
Black Mamba networking.
On Instagram, it's at Black Mamba Slingshot. On Facebook, it's Tanya Costin. And if you're looking for Mamba Sita, don't look for her because she ain't shit.
Oh,
all right. Nut House, Nutworking.
Man, of course, everybody know my Facebook page, Nut House. Also, LED Boys. That's on Facebook as well. SS22 as well.
Elizabeth,
Wow.
networking.
I don't have a lot. Elizabeth Leal Saldivar on Facebook, and AP Custom Cycles.
All right. Megatron, networking.
No, I don't do much networking. I spend time working on my sling.
G Money, networking.
Instagram, you got Two Brothers 973, and then you got, of course, Light 'em Up New Jersey. You could get all of us on there.
Okay. Texas Queen, networking.
Shoot, just me. I ain't got all that mess. I got Facebook. That's it. I ain't got all
What's
that
your
other mess. I ain't got
Facebook,
time
Texas
for it.
Queen? What's your Facebook?
Texas Queen.
But we love you though.
Thank you, big mama.
Miss Coco, networking, Miss Coco.
My Facebook is Tiffany Campbell, and that's TIFFINEY Campbell, like the suit. My Instagram is Miss Coco 68. And then also insure_guru. And then the other one is unofficial sex therapist.
Wait. Miss Coco, what was that? What was that last one? What'd you say? Sex? What about the sex?
Hold on. What you say was?
Unofficial sex therapist.
Where's that
Okay.
Okay.
That's
King Kong networking. King Kong networking.
Mr. Wilson Insurance. We're in, I think, about 10 or 12 different states. We're in South Carolina, Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, Indiana. So any of y'all insurance questions, my son is Mir_4K. Even if y'all not with me and you have questions about the insurance, I'll be happy to help.
Do you insure slingshots?
We do. We do. Yep, we do.
So we can come to you for all our insurance, slingshot insurance needs.
Yeah, or Miss Coco. I believe she does them too.
All right. You too, Miss Coco?
Oh, I do all that, Coco.
Yep.
Plug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blue pill.
See, I wasn't selfish. I wasn't even selfish with you.
Look at you.
Anthony Duncan on Facebook, and then Too Lit LEDs on Facebook.
Too lit.
Too lit.
Why is it Too Lit LED on Facebook? What's that about?
The lights. It's a long story.
Oh.
Some of them know. Can't really.
It sounds like Too Lit and Light Boys Nut House gonna bring Jimmy out here.
No, a lot of people on here know I do lights. So some people know I do lights.
You do lights too?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And he does a fantastic job.
Yeah. So, and I may not have a slingshot right now, but we're gonna figure it all out.
Oh, baby.
We know.
We're glad you're here, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We are.
And Miss Robin.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Come back big and better.
Yeah.
All right, y'all hold on for me real second. I'm about to add another guest real fast. Hold on for a quick second.
This is a 3-hour show.
It's all good. It was very.
It's like the Super Bowl.
Look, I'm curious. Is this record breaking?
You see Phoenix in the action. Who going to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And she ain't talk about All-Star Lights either. Like
Miss
Venus. She like the night.
Yes, sir, Mr. Nuthouse.
You see
Turn that mess off. Turn it off, damn it. I'm the only light show tonight.
Y'all don't make me go light up my 3 strips now. Cut it out.
Hey, don't turn them on, Tony. Don't turn them on, Black Mama.
Hey, King Kong.
Don't hurt nobody.
Turn them on so I can change the color real quick.
Oh,
don't hurt nobody.
Real quick.
With your 3 strips.
Story. In Lake Charles, I'm trying to figure out my damn lights, and a certain somebody that's on this live logged into my lights and wouldn't let my shit go.
Oh damn!
I was trying to help you figure out how to.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. So then she got ready. So then she got ready to go up for the light show, and I logged into her shit.
Oh, good deal.
And she was so goddamn mad. I said, "It's not funny when it's you, right?"
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Exactly. Exactly. G Money looked like he about to go to sleep on us.
He working, ain't he?
Nah, not me. I'm at work.
Yeah,
You at
make
work?
that money. Don't let that money make you.
G-Money stealing on the clock.
Hey,
Where are you at?
Y'all don't
special
tell. I ain't
guest.
gonna tell.
Nah,
Our special guest, can you update us? Can you update us on the Super Bowl if you got any new updates?
Nah, same thing. I guess we might have Walter wait because somebody keep asking for it. Well, if you coming, we're gonna
I
ask.
said that for 2023.
All right, cool.
Hey, I got a real question for the Super Bowl. Do you know who the judges are? Who the judges are going to be?
I believe Ricky from Team Money Cycle was supposed to be flying in. He ain't confirmed yet. And I know some people from Texas supposed to be flying in, so we still waiting to confirm it. So Monique might be a judge. I don't think Ted gonna judge because I think he's gonna battle his bike if he come.
Okay.
Tell Miss Monique to stay off her phone this time.
We know how y'all know how Mo is. You can't tell Mo anything. We know that.
Nothing. Nothing.
No. But no, November the 19th is going down Omen Beach at the Beaver Bar. My name is James McCrae. You can follow me on Instagram, SS Takeover. I don't let everybody follow me on my other page, but yes, if you know me, you know me. But yeah,
look for that page.
Come on.
All right, we got some comments. Let me get to these comments. I'm sorry, I apologize.
I heard James was sponsoring Team Texas to stay. Look at his face.
You stay with. We got Airbnb for Texas. Come on, y'all pull up.
Yeah, I heard James was sponsoring the Airbnb for Team Texas.
Okay. What's Team Texas? I don't know who coming from Texas.
We all coming.
All medical views coming from Texas, so we don't know, you know.
You know, Texas is big, right? So it could be the whole Texas.
That's Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Dallas,
Damn.
Fort
Your
Worth,
pocket gotta be deep, Jay.
El Paso.
Your pocket gotta be deep.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
Hey,
so
team.
Who in the group?
Team Light Them Up said they'll take care of our Airbnb because we'll take care of theirs when they come out here.
Oh shoot! Oh damn!
Who in the group? Who in the group is going to the Super Bowl?
I'll be there. I know that.
Surprise.
You said a surprise.
I can't make it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it if somebody can help because I done made 2 trips already.
Which? Call Justin Insurance.
So what do you say, Jimmy? Who you gonna give the incentive to? Who you gonna give? Were you gonna provide some incentive to get us to go?
I gotta provide some incentives myself to go. Hey, you gotta understand. You know what's crazy, man? I just had a stroke.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, man.
I'm back.
Hey, we glad you feeling better, but we seen you on a boat a week after that. So we know.
You know, hey Justin, you know what the doctor told me, Justin? He said,
"Hey,
man,
I'm glad you're feeling better. All bullshit
no, for
aside,
sure.
man. I'm glad you feel better." But
that's what the doctor said. Doctor said, man, listen, you need to go somewhere and just relax. I asked that was the first thing I asked him. I said, can I fly? He said, long as you ain't flying the plane. I said, cool, I'm out. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, wow.
But now, you know, now I gotta get a driver to drive to Florida because that's a long.
Man, team Light Them Up.
I have a driver I can rent out to you.
Man, if I was off Jimmy, you know, that's what I do for a living. I drive. You understand me? I would come out there and drive you down.
Hey, G Money.
He will.
Hey, G Money.
He will do it.
Yeah.
He came and got me.
If Jimmy gets in your place, can he get in your passenger seat? He ain't got no slingshot to take.
What happened?
I always take my slingshot.
If Jimmy get to your spot, can he jump in the passenger seat with you? He don't need a slingshot to host.
Hey, listen up. We're gonna get out of here. I want to go ahead and thank the 2 sponsors. The 2 sponsors for the video. Slingshot Accessories. Make sure you check them out in Virginia, man. All week they got free shipping. Make sure you check out Light the Night. Light the Night. If you want to light the night, you got to get Light the Night. All right. So I want to thank each one of you guys for stopping by, spending time with me. And this was Sling Talk 11. I'm hoping you guys to come back. Sling Talk 13 or 14.
Wait.
Hey,
Check out the chat. Are
straight
the
up TV.
SS takeover rules changing next year as far as size of speakers?
Wow. Mr.
Jamie,
SS
you're on the
Takeover, do
fire.
you want to answer it or not? You want to answer or not?
Right? You're on the fire, dog.
No, it's going.
It's in the chat. It's in the chat.
It's in the chat. The question is, are the SS takeover rules changing next year as far as size of speakers?
Because they said that they're trying to they want to do
Upgrade. They're right. They want to do it before they upgrade.
Right. Yes, we're changing the rules for SS Takeover 23.
What are they changing to?
Won't tell you until after the Super Bowl, and then
Mama.
I can't tell you. You know, we're gonna add welterweight.
So yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I definitely, everybody know I always try to drop a schedule right after the Super Bowl so it won't conflict. But this year, I'm not dropping no schedule until everybody else drop their schedule, because last year somebody dropped a schedule on all my dates.
Yeah.
Who did that?
Just straight up TV. Go ahead and say it.
Hey, don't and let it be known.
Yeah, put a stamp on it.
So
Wow.
I'm not dropping no bullshit.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm not dropping no schedule until everybody else drop their schedule, because I don't want to be the bad guy, because I'm the bigger person, and it's always when I talk on it, I'm the bad guy. So I don't want to be the bad guy for 2023. So
I'm bullshitting with you, Jimmy, right now. But real talk, y'all. And I'm sorry, All Star. I know you're trying to get out.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine.
Hey, what is a good date to release? A good final date to release the new rules on. Everybody is building for next year. So
Yeah.
what do you think is a good date, a good final date for people to release what their new rules for the following year?
And I'll say this, and I'm not saying just your platform, Jimmy. I wish all the platforms would release it, because we're in the middle of a new build right now, and I would be really pissed if I dumped all this money and now all of a sudden the middleweight class or the lightweight class changed. I understand y'all adding a class, but man, and you don't have to give your release dates, but I wish you and all the other platforms would drop the rules for next year.
Rod, what's that? It's a calendar.
Big Rod.
So,
Big Rod got the calendar.
Big Rod got the calendar.
Honestly,
I posted.
My rules not gonna change drastic. It won't change drastic, because you gotta understand.
Well, even a slight rule could change. If you take lightweight from 12 to 10, you just screwed our whole build.
So
yeah, I feel like there should be a cutoff.
Listen,
I feel like there should be an official cutoff for for all the platforms. If they're going to change their rules, there should be an official cutoff that everybody needs to release their new rules.
But
people are building.
Once again, I'm not gonna get sucked into this question, but I'm not changing that much as drastic. So whatever you build, it always will fit in the class. Let's just say that. Whatever you build will fit in the class. But yes, I'm not just gonna wake up and just change the rules, because see, a lot of people want to change the rules to make it fair. You know what I'm saying? Because
sometimes they change the rules once they see the new builds that came out.
So exactly. So that's really what it is. All these new bills come out, everybody start crying about shit like, oh, why lightweight guy can have 12s, why they just can't have 10s? It wasn't no problem when them people was running 10s or 12s. You see what I'm saying? So then when I come out with 2 more 12s versus than theirs, then it's a big issue. Like, well, why we can't just stick to this, stick to that? So like I tell people, like, I would be unfair if I just said, hey, like if I sit here and told featherweight, like, oh, we're gonna add another 10 to it, then it mess up everybody. So like I say, it ain't gonna be it's not gonna be a crazy change. Like I said, after November 19th, I will put it out there maybe because I'm traveling for my birthday. So yeah, you'll get it by Christmas, maybe Christmas.
Yeah, I would think mid-December would be fair for all the platforms to come out with their rule change for everybody.
I can only talk about my platform because
right.
most of the platforms follow my rules. You know what I'm saying? Because 99% of y'all bikes was built off SS Takeover platform.
Yeah.
So I always ask the other platforms like, hey, listen, these are rules. Can we kind of stick to them? So if y'all do add stuff, let me know so that way, yes, welterweight won't get mad at me because, it ain't a welterweight class, so we ain't coming to your show. Like, well, I never knew about a welterweight class. You see what I'm saying?
Texas Queen that started cleaning her shit up. She done with y'all.
Man, look at here. Look at here. I gotta go to work in the morning, man. Look at here. I gotta go to work.
Is it 2 o'clock in the morning over there?
Man.
Hey, hold up. So I want y'all to help me out with something before you guys get out here. So I'm going to be having Straight Up TV is having this end of year online award show. So I'm going to let you guys pick 2 categories. All right, the first, and this is what we're going to do. I got you guys emails, so I know it's you. I know your emails. So I want you guys to email me 2 people, female or male, whatever, who you think should be Rookie of the Year, right? And the other category, I want you to email me 2 people you think should be Shop Bike of the Year. All right, can y'all guys do that for me?
Right, me and Elizabeth were Rookies of the Year.
Yeah, what you mean?
What do you mean
My
by
mama, you ain't no rookie.
Yeah, what you mean by Shop Bike though?
Shop Bike is like King Kong. It's like Black Mamba. It's
I did my own work. I told you.
So why you just don't say the best bike?
Right.
Why say Shop Bike?
Because a shop
the
bike
best bike could be
might
somebody
look better
build their own
than
bike.
an individual's bike. An individual might not have the type of money of a shop has.
You can't say best bike because it doesn't matter where the bike come from. If you categorize as a shop bike, then you'll be in that category. Best bike could even be somebody who build their own bike if they know what they're doing.
Right.
Well, hey, so All Star, what's your criteria for best bike? Are you talking about like the wrap, paint, wheels, and all of that,
Yes.
or what?
Black Mamba. I only want you guys to help me out with Rookie of the Year, and that's like under 2 years in the game, Rookie of the Year, and Shop Bike. Whoever you think you guys know what a shop bike is. That's somebody who the shop put the bike together.
Is this for music? Is this for music or is this for music? I mean, what's Rookie?
Yes.
I think Jameer takes Rookie of the Year. He 2 years under driving.
No, y'all cheated.
I'm cheating.
Send me an email. Please.
Vote for ourselves.
August 17th, August 2023. I'm looking for you. August 17th through August 2023. That's my plug for Memphis Madness Part 2.
What was that? What did you say?
Flash SS Takeover?
August 17th through August 20th, 2023. That date's already in the book for Memphis. Memphis Mid-South Madness Part 2.
January 1st through December 31st, we looking from anybody for the East Coast across the Mississippi.
Whoa.
Wow.
Well, look, but you know what, King Kong, you're not gonna get that because it's cold on this side of town during that time of the year.
That's why y'all should come to Texas.
Listen,
but look, there's a lot of us. I've been to Texas about 3 times, and a lot of the guys from Atlanta will drive to Texas. But we ain't gonna be driving if it's 20 degrees here in Georgia, and halfway through, maybe through Louisiana, we're getting some warm weather. So we need to have a better date than that.
Come in April.
Okay, that's much better. Because that's the time we normally come. Around April, so yeah.
We was in Atlanta this year, so I'm Atlanta, South Carolina. We've been over there, so like I said, we were in Texas City last year. We were in Houston last year. We were in Houston this year. Okay.
I was down there in all 3 of them.
You're from where? Atlanta.
Atlanta. I came down for all 3 shows.
Next time we had a show, make sure you come speak to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to meet you. That's all I'm saying. I've never had the pleasure to
I
meet you in
met
person
you.
and shake hands.
I met you.
Did we?
Yes, you have. Yeah, we spoke several
Okay.
times. We
Okay,
spoke
I
in
apologize.
Atlanta and we spoke in South Carolina.
No, you
Okay,
be
yeah. Come slap me next time then. So I want to make sure I remember you this time. And I
Absolutely,
apologize
no
for that. I
problem.
apologize for
You'll
that.
see you'll know my bike when you see it. I'm the only one with 4 wheels.
Okay.
I see you,
sorry.
James,
And
starting
all of
shit
them
on.
lights.
Okay.
well, who said all the damn lights?
Hey, we
I
got a
did, big
4-wheeler
Rod.
down here in
4 wheels and all
Austin.
of them damn lights.
We got a 4-wheeler in Austin, Mr.
We got,
Megatron.
we got 2
Pardon
4-wheelers
me? Who said come to Austin?
in DC.
No, we have a 4-wheeler in Austin.
Oh well, I mean, well, look, that's whole 2 different cities now. So I'm the only 4-wheeler in Atlanta.
Yeah, in
Gotcha.
All Stars like I done lost control of this shit. Y'all
I
just
know.
trying to
Are you ready?
get off
Close it out,
ratings
man.
up,
Close
dog.
it out,
Hey,
All Stars. Close
Hey,
it
hey,
out.
listen,
listen.
we try and get your ratings up. You know
I
what
see. I see. I see. I see.
Hey,
He
well,
got
I'm
something
out, man.
special
Y'all
with
take it
you too.
easy. I got to put my
appreciate you.
kids to
We
bed. Y'all take it
appreciate
easy.
you
Thanks
and
all.
All right,
Man.
my
Y'all
man,
be
be
safe.
good.
I'm
All
not
right,
hollering at
man.
everybody. Holler at y'all.
So Black
Bye.
Mama, if you find somebody, and Justin, you find somebody to get me to the Mason Dixon line or pass it, I'm up for it. You know what I'm saying? But you
I
got
talk.
a lot of these people BS. So I cannot travel across nowhere if I don't know where I could, set up shop.
Hey, James, I told you, me and Ted working on that, man. Don't worry about that.
I know we be in Texas. We already locked in. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to get, I wanted to go to Nashville or Tennessee or Memphis, try to, really do something.
That's why we kind of wanted to put it out on here because everybody, people are watching from all over that can reach out and help out.
Listen,
I also like the night trying to get on now, but I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me send Mr.
Oh, I
Light
want to see
tonight.
that.
Let me send Mr. Light tonight a link. See if he can get in.
All
right, Mr. Light tonight. I'm sending you a link right now.
Hey, so Elizabeth. So what changed on this, Elizabeth? Just welterweight.
Burden coming up.
Which what?
What changed on this? Is just they just add welterweight
It
to
was
it.
just the welterweight they added it. That's the only one I found to show you what speakers and stuff.
Oh no, I see their speaker. Their lightweight only go to the 10 speakers.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're lightweight. Yeah, they're lightweight. You are 10 speakers, but 10-inch speakers.
I was just worried about the welterweight. I don't know.
So that was the Rider for Life platform.
Right. So yeah, you see, so
They
yeah,
different.
right. And see, that's they messed up a lot with that because a lot of lightweights got 12s in them.
Right.
Well, it says up to 12. Oh no, it's just 212. Sorry.
Yeah, that's 212. That's up to
Black Mama done left us.
Nah, she probably went to the bathroom. To go eat and everything else.
Yeah.
But like you said, Jim, when I first learned about the sound competition, I learned off your platform, and then when I saw the Rider for Life, it's all different. But it just you got to pick which one you want to go to. If you want to go to all different ones, it's hard to judge. But yours was the first one out there that I ever knew about.
Yeah, and see, what was kind of hard because when we first started off was only lightweight and heavyweight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, hey, add middleweight, all right, no problem. And then certain shows who was do a stream that was only in Florida though because we knew Florida bikes, they had some bikes that was oversaturated. And then it was like, hey, well, bring in a featherweight. All right, cool. Then it's like, then you bring in featherweight, you say 110. Then you get people complaining and say, well, why we can't have 210? So it's like, you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as you try to please everybody, it's always gonna be that third person be like, yo, well, can we get this since they got that? And it always be that.
Hey, it is what it is.
Back. Black Mama's back.
I had to take a potty break.
I did not say that.
Okay, all right. Send me the email.
All Star didn't got on the phone. He's like, I
He
don't
talking to
know.
Vernon.
I'm trying to get Mr. Light the Night on real fast.
Oh, okay. Come on.
Oh yeah, we all got to see this one.
What
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
trying to
talking
get him
about?
on.
We ain't bringing nothing more to this show than what we already did. We didn't already did all the hard work. Oh, we did all
We
the
3
hard
hours
work.
deep.
I'll start. I'm gonna need you to write me a letter because I'm gonna be late to work tomorrow.
Look, Jimmy done went to bed. He laying down.
Because listen, all Star about to open up a can of worms. This is what's about to happen.
Yeah. How many
Man,
viewers?
We ain't got time for that. Ain't no way.
Man,
How many viewers?
Listen,
I gotta refill my drink, y'all.
Vern about to get on here and
And we here for it.
Yeah, me too.
How many viewers did you have, All Star?
I think we had 30 at one time.
30. Oh man, I thought we were gonna have
At
more
one
than
time, but we had a steady 22, 23.
Okay. It was a good show though. I enjoyed everybody though.
Oh, it was a great show. It was a great show. I hope we were able to meet in person. I'm looking forward to meet everybody in person. So who's going to be at the Super Bowl? Who is going?
I'm going.
I only heard one voice mumbling said they're going to the Super Bowl. Who's going to the Super Bowl?
I'm going.
Okay, that's two. That's two. We got 12 of us on here.
What's your name going? King Kong said he was going. He was going.
Oh,
Okay.
King Kong going?
He trying to get you to pay for that, Jimmy. King Kong trying to get you to pay for that.
Hey,
Jimmy is playing.
So hold on. Nobody from Texas going? Nobody's going from Texas?
That guy sponsored by Lucky 7. These niggas got private.
Hell no. Wait a minute.
Who? King Kong? King Kong?
Yeah. Lucky 7. Just Lucky 7 can.
Oh.
I got
Yeah. Lucky 7. Yeah, Lucky 7 build that bike.
Yeah. Listen. He's just like Louis. He's just like Louis. Louis just like Louis. Like Louis.
So again, so no Texas people coming to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which
I didn't say that.
Hold on.
Black Mamba, are you coming to the Super Bowl?
Stay tuned.
Uh-oh, you're always with that secret stuff. She's always with that secret stuff.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
All right, we got a new panel. We got a new panel member.
Oh, there he is, Mr.
How you doing? How you doing, Mr. Light tonight?
He's frozen.
There we go.
Lay down. Miss Coco did lay down. What you doing, girl?
We can't hear you, Vernon.
Vernon, can you hear us?
I need to know about that on Instagram.
Vernon's still at work.
We can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
He's on mute.
You're on mute.
Mute.
No, we can't hear you.
Log back in.
Hey, Vernon, log out, log back in. That should fix it. Vernon, can you hear us now?
He's frozen.
All right. See if he comes back. Miss Coco, now what were you saying about that sex therapy?
Hey, this is supposed to be about slingshots. This is supposed to be about slingshots.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
let's keep it
we networking. We networking.
Let's keep it
networking.
PG.
Hey,
Let's keep it PG over here.
We gonna turn up straight up TV into my Facebook page or what?
No, we
Hey,
networking.
right?
Hold up. I want to know the thing too, though.
I do too.
Okay, so
Wait, did y'all not see her post from this weekend?
No.
I might don't follow Miss Coco. Do I follow? I don't know.
I'll explain it real quick. So we have a new show that's coming. It's a reality talk show that's coming in January. 50 and Fab. I guess I don't want to say it's my alter ego, but one of the features of the show is build something around me being the official sex therapist, just based off of the episodes that we've had so far. So the platform that I want to be building out, I already have my social media pages and whatnot. So I will be building it out once the show actually drops. So And
So Miss Coco,
have
what
a
experience have you had that qualifies you to be a sex therapist?
Yeah. Vernon, can you hear us?
It says unofficial sex therapist. What does unofficial mean?
You've been experimenting.
She's experienced. Yeah, she's very sex.
I'm not licensed, but I'm experienced enough to know just from experience.
Oh.
And it's both. It's a male and a female side of it. One of the groups, I have a group that's all female, and then I have a group that's going to be male and female. But I have a male counterpart that's going to be more interacting with the guys from a male perspective when it comes to relationships and sex and so forth. So, because I can't speak to the male, to the male side of it, so I have a counterpart handling.
Are there any demonstrations?
Guys rather talk to a female about
Yo,
that
wow.
than a guy.
Well, I mean, and they can. I mean, but it's gonna be an open forum that's gonna be both male and female. But when I say handle, I mean from the aspect so that way guys aren't on the page being disrespectful to any women. And so,
Okay, got you.
So is it just conversations or is it demonstrations?
Where you going with that?
Love it. Love
You know,
that.
Good God.
Black Mama, we keeping it PG. Okay.
Byron.
Byron must be asleep. Go wake up Byron. Tell Byron to wake his ass up.
He's laughing in the background.
Oh God.
All right, listen, we out here this time. I tried to get Mr. Light the Night on.
Right.
I have him as a special guest on. Oh wait, he's back. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Vernon, Light the Night. Can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing today?
Hey, what's up, man? Let me see here. How y'all doing?
We good.
Fabulous.
You good?
Having a good time on here.
Yes, sir.
We got the whole Texas under this here.
Yeah, man. On my phone.
There you go. There go Mr. Light the Night.
What's up?
Still
all
at
you
work.
out there,
Still at
Ron?
work.
My
What's
man,
up, B3?
Megatron, man. Everybody, what's up?
We
All
here.
right.
We here.
Hey.
I just came here real quick, man. We working. First of all, we're not paying people or bribing people to come on our show. We decided when we did our platform that we would do something different and give back to the competitor. When we did the 3-Wheel Showdown, we understand that there's 3 different aspects of a show. You got the people attending the show, you got vendors, you got competitors. So we try to bring in live entertainment for the people coming to the show. For the competitors, we give you money because, like you said, it costs a lot to do these shows. And for the vendors, we make it free. Every penny that we collect and more, we give back. So for someone to say that we're on here and we're bribing people, you way off the mark, man. This is the first show where we give back every aspect of every person that comes to the show. So please don't sit on here and say we're bribing people. You're really wrong for that. Now,
All right.
if anybody got any questions, I don't mind answering.
All right, Mr. Light the Night. Tell us what can we expect out of Light the Night for 2023? What new items you got coming out, Mr. Light the Night?
What y'all can expect from Light the Night is something that we call Zeus. We've designed the most innovative product, I would like to say, in the world for LED lights. We've designed a product that before we released it, we had to file a patent, which we did, and it went through.
Okay.
We designed a product that will satisfy every single thing you ever wanted in lights. It's not a single thing that you've ever wanted in your LED lights or on your bike that this kit won't do. We're going to start releasing things very soon for it. So that's
I'm gonna have to.
Go ahead,
So am I gonna have to check? Can it go in coexistence with the existing lights, or we have to change everything out?
No, it's going to go with what you got existing, and we designed about 10 new products to go with it, which we're also filing patents on those too.
Wow. Okay.
Everybody out know me. Y'all know the way I run my business. I don't sell you short on anything as far as products. I don't sell you short as far as the way these rallies have gone. You know, if I tell you I got something that's going to change LED lighting in the world, we got something that's going to change LED lighting in the world.
Let me know if you need somebody to demo that for you.
So
Gary got somebody. Blue Pill 2.0.
Let me know if you know need somebody that travels around to demo that for you.
There's a lot of people on
Blue
Facebook
Pill
right now
2.0 is going to take care of that.
attacks like tonight. We haven't responded, and we're not. What would I like to say? If you have our products, we're gonna continue to make sure that y'all have the best products on the planet.
Put me on the list. Put me on the list.
I should be number 3.
Yeah, you already know. Back on what y'all was saying earlier. Back on what earlier about LED contests. I'm gonna explain this to y'all because it's come up with me. I've talked with it with several people. It would almost be impossible to have different divisions for LED lights because who before every show is going to count all the lights. If someone's going to be a lightweight, someone would actually physically have to count every single strip, and who would determine how long of a light strip is a strip. What we tried to do with our contest is no matter how many lights you have on your bike, you have to be able to control them. You have to have at least 3 areas of your bike lit. It doesn't matter if you go over that as long as you can control your lights. A lot of people have a problem with that because they have a bunch of lights on their bike, but in truth, they can't control them. What good is it for put a system on your bike with a bunch of strips on it, but you can't control what your bike is going to do? So when you're in a contest, yeah, you want to go red, blue, green, and make it do what it do so you can see who has control over the product that they put on their bike. You as a consumer would like to buy a product that if you expand on your bike, you don't lose control of the wheels, you don't lose control of the halos, you can still fully function your bike at any time.
Yeah, Tanya.
We came up with all the different ways to do it. No matter how many strips you have on your bike, you're still competitive.
Okay.
Vernon, how you feel about having more than just one winner, like a first and second? Light, sound.
I think some platforms you can have more than one winner, but when you're going to give away $1,000, that makes your platform the top platform. When you come to the three-wheel showdown, you should be ready to win and take all the money or go back and do what you need to do to get all the money. If you want a first, second, and third, that's when you're trying to get ready to come to the three-wheel showdown. The three-wheel showdown with $1,000 first prize, there's no room for constellation prizes.
Okay. Hey, Mr. Light the Night, can you for all those who've never been to a Light the Night light show, can you explain the rules and how it starts off and all that?
When you do a light show with Light the Night, like I said, we want to make it competitive but fair for everybody. You have to have your 3 areas lit on your bike. You have to be the only person controlling your bike. To make it fair, we pull 3 people from the crowd, and those 3 people will shout out the colors. Each individual that's in the contest will call a person to stand next to them. When the color is called out, the person that the competitor selected to stand next to them will call out that they got it. And at that point, we will review the bike and make sure they got it. If the person calls out and they haven't, then they're disqualified that round. We put a lot of time and thought into the contest, just like y'all are having a Super Bowl event soon. A Super Bowl event is great, like my man Wilson said earlier. The problem is, if you're going to do a Super Bowl, it should be super. It shouldn't be normal. It shouldn't be regular. I think every platform can do their own version of a Super Bowl, just like we're going to do one next year. The one that we're planning to do next year, you're looking at $3,000 to $5,000 in prizes. You're looking at an awards banquet where everybody can dress up in suit and ties, and we're going to give out awards. We already talked with you about that, right? My man, podcast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're going to do a Super Bowl for lights, too. We're going to make it more of an event where the whole weekend will be planned out. It won't be rushed. Like, it would be the signature event for the year. If you're on the East Coast and you don't come, then you don't come. For the guys on the East Coast that say, hey, they want to represent one platform, I'm from the East Coast. I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm from Virginia. Brothers, you dedicate. That's fine. But at the same time, you missing out. You never been to a three-wheel showdown and took a chance to win some money or to get noticed. you're missing out. Because I don't mean no harm. Some of you guys on here, I don't know who y'all are. I've never seen you. And I've traveled all around the country. I just left Vegas. I've been all the way to Atlanta. I've been to every major city from the Poconos.
Vernon, I know who you are.
Right. You want to know how? Because I travel. I go to everybody's stuff. I've been to a Sling Fest. I've been to a takeover. They haven't been to mine. So for the guys who say they don't want to come to a 3-wheel showdown because you are dedicated to Jimmy, man, that's good for you. But you're still missing out. When we have the Super Bowl and we offer $3 to $5 grand, if you don't want to come, that's up to you too, man. I don't have no problems with none of that. Like I said, I'm from the East Coast. I fully understand y'all dedication to Jimmy. What I don't understand is this. While he's saying I'm bribing people, can you explain to me how when you have a buyback, a person can come to a show and win, and then the person can pay Jimmy to go and take the win from the person and do it again? How does that make any sense?
All right, so we came up with the buyback thing because, like people say with the judges, sometimes judges make the wrong decision. So if they lose, they feel like, hey, let me buy back in and play the right song because the judge might not hear this. So everything based off what I do it for the customers. And it ain't about never getting the money with me. And as far as let me address the thing where I say the bribe thing. When I say the bribe thing is this here. Like when I told you, when you even started this, right? Yes, money could draw some people. You're right. But money not drawing everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because the people who build these bikes is not about the money with them. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you're gonna have 4 or 5 bikes that want to come out and battle for the money in their states, XYZ. Or some of them might do travel for the little $1,000. That's fine. But like I told you, that's to me is more of a consolation or a bribe. It's like, hey, come to this platform because we're giving $1,000. We ain't giving out cheap belts. We ain't giving out cheap belts. But hold on. But then you put your foot in your mouth because then you start giving out the same cheap belts.
First of all, I ain't put my foot in the mouth. I never said I wasn't gonna give out belts.
Yes, you did.
Let's talk about putting our foot in each other's mouth. You said you do buybacks because the judges might make a mistake. Well, you buy back because the judge might make a mistake. Why are they paying you and not paying the person that won to go again?
Well, see, then once again,
why are we paying you correct the judges doing wrong? If that's the case, you keep on pulling judges out the crowd, letting them make mistakes, and people keep paying you.
No, that's not.
Yeah, that is what's it. I've been to your event where your events are going long, not because you have a lot of bikes, but because you're doing a bunch of buybacks.
No,
hold on, I'll let you talk. You went to Austin, had about 8 bikes, and your show ended about 11:30. 8 bikes.
Hold on. Why it was hot as hell in Austin, and everybody in Austin didn't even do a buyback.
It was hot when we was in Florida. It was hot when I was in Atlanta.
No, it wasn't like Austin. It was not
Either
like
way,
Austin.
man. Either way, and once again, answer the original question. How if you doing buybacks and people are paying you, what does that do for the person that just won? Why do they have to pay you? Wouldn't the person who just won be offered, hey, I'll pay you $50 if you let me go against you again? The only person benefiting from your shows going along with buyback is you.
I can take that.
So,
and listen, I don't make them buy back door. I don't make nobody do anything that they don't want to do, Vernon.
Well, actually, Jimmy, when you run your platform that way, you do, because those are the rules you set forth.
No, listen.
You don't have buyback at all.
It's not a rule that you gotta buy back.
I don't want to go back and forth and ruin the good time that you're having. Just say y'all were saying a few things. I figured I need to come in here and comment. I'm gonna go on the show myself soon, and we're gonna get this out here and get everything done. We can bring out a whole lot of things, like best lights and all of that came up. I just wanted to make it clear we're not bribing people. And here at Light Tonight and the 3-Wheel Showdown, I've done both of my businesses in a way that we try to benefit everybody across the board. There's not a person that came to our event and had a problem with winning money, Jimmy. There's not a person that deals with Light Tonight that has a problem with their lights. If we do the Super Bowl event, no one's going to have a problem with that either. So I just appreciate if you're gonna do a show, man. If you're gonna mention me or talk about, call me. Let me get on there too.
Hold up. Listen, Vernon. First of all, you see, this is the thing. Like I tell everybody, when Jimmy speak, I'm the bad person. Like a question was brought to me, I answered the question. So you cannot see when you address this. Don't address it just to me. Address it to everybody else who had a problem with the issues. You see what I'm saying?
I don't have a problem with the question, Jimmy. You saying I'm bribing people?
No, it's a bribe when it's cool. You put out $1,000 thinking you was going to draw everybody from the SS Takeover to come there.
No,
Like,
Jim, I didn't do that. I put out $1,000 because
me and you had this talk. Me and you had this talk a long time ago. Like we already know where this went from. This came from.
What this came from is this. Like I said, I done been to a whole lot of rallies. I listened to a whole lot of people doing rallies complaining about different things.
And you the same shit I was doing.
When you went to the Sling Experience and got in the LED contest and a judge didn't look at your bike. You remember?
Who? I never got an LED.
I said Megatron.
Oh, okay.
You still on here, Megatron?
Yeah, what was that, Vernon?
When you went to the Sling Experience, you drove all the way there from the Atlanta area, got in the LED contest, and no judge looked at your bike. Correct?
Right, yeah, no judge look at my bike, no.
So we decided when we started this platform, that is not going to happen to anybody. You notice when you come to our platforms, we look at everybody. We score them. Another thing y'all mentioned was the judges. You notice when we do judging, it's the very same things you mentioned. We introduce all of our judges at the beginning of the show, and they tell you their background. We don't pull them out of the crowd. We give every city a chance to pull their own judges, and if they don't, we have some that we fly in case we don't have enough. So a lot of the things that y'all talked about on your show, we are already doing. The problem is a lot of people are making comments that hasn't been to our show. For somebody to say that our numbers is this and our numbers is that, Jimmy, you ain't never been to our show. So, go by the truth. Go by what you come out and visit and see. In San Antonio, we gave out $2,000 per category. If you think people had a problem with coming to get $2,000, it was people that was taking their bikes apart for the season and putting them back together to come to that show. So I ain't gonna hold y'all up unless somebody else got some more questions, because I'm gonna do my own show here real soon. Me and my man.
I have a question.
What you got?
Hey, Vernon, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I missed you in Vegas.
Man, we had a ball. Speaking of rides, hey, did y'all see we paid to have everybody take a police escort down the Vegas Strip?
Man, we were about to load up and come there, and we missed the show.
Man,
we were having technical difficulties.
That's okay. We'll catch you next year. We got an invite to do LA too, so we're gonna do LA and Vegas next year.
How we gonna do one big show with all y'all?
I'm gonna comment on that when I do my show. But
no, comment now, because I believe you got a phone call to ask, and they said you wanted 20 grand or you weren't doing it.
Boy, I tell you, you show.
Just telling you what I'm just telling you. A person called me, asked me to do the show. He said, "Listen, would you work with Vernon or would you work with Stan?" I told him I don't mind working with you guys. As long as I do the sound competition, he can have the LED light show. They called me back 2 days later, said it's not going to happen. I said, why? He said, man, the guy said he wanted 20 grand. I'm just telling you what was said.
All right. Well, I'm sure you know by the time people pass messages.
Well, tell me if it wasn't true then, and then we could ask. Then we could go on here now and say if we want to do it, let's go.
I'm talking, man. I'll explain it all out to you, man. Give me a minute. They asked me. What I said was it would take each platform to pay 15 grand each to do the show right. And then I explained. For instance, if you do a Super Bowl to any degree, you're gonna have 40 to 50 bikes come with an excess of $35,000 to $100,000 in equipment. So the first thing you would need to do is fence in the place and get real security. So you'd have to pay for that. So by having every platform put in 15 grand, you're gonna set up security for all the bikes that are there instead of just trying to throw something up together at the last minute. Secondly, you would also use the money to increase the prizes and give more. You also want to use the money to have entertainment because after the show is over, you want to give people something to do. So I didn't say I needed 15,000. I said I needed each platform to put in at least 15,000 so that we can make it a good show.
I don't burn. I've been doing shows longer than you, right? And it's honest truth. I done been in the gutter of Atlanta. We never had no fights. We ain't had no problems, bro. To me, okay, security is cool, but honestly, I don't think 15 after every group $60,000. I don't think that costs to do a show. I'm just.
Once again, man. Like I said, if you let me finish, bro.
I thought you was finished.
The money's in the pot. If there's something left at the end, you can give it back. Now, you might have been doing shows longer than me, but I've been running businesses longer than you.
And that's fine.
I'm doing rallies longer than you. So I have been to rallies where cars are broken into when you come out the next morning, with trailers.
So all thing I'm saying is we never had that at SS Takeover.
Well, I understand. I haven't had it at the Three Wheel Showdown, but at the same time, if I'm going to invite people from all over the country to come to an event, I'm going to make sure that their bikes are protected. I'm not going to take that because if my bike out there, I want to make sure that they're taken care of.
Yeah, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is I don't think that $60,000 is a thing where the groups have to say you need $15,000 for us to really do a show. Basically, what you're saying.
No, I'm saying we need $15,000 to start working on the show, and if we don't need it all, you can take the money back. But you don't want to have everybody not put in enough money. Then we're trying to get the show done, and everybody's saying they don't have no more money, and somebody gets stuck having to pay for the rest of the event out in their pocket themselves.
So what I'm saying is, I don't think
everybody involved can cover the cost of the show, the cost of entertainment, the cost of pride, the cost of security, and if there's any money left, you get it back.
Vernon, listen, honestly, and I'm gonna be honest, 40,000 don't cost. I don't think no group can put up 15,000 to come together and do a big show. If you come together and do a big show, we all bring our network to one spot. And
we're not in the same business.
But listen,
you throw sound competitions. We are an event company. We've thrown shows, so I know what it takes when you got to bring in a group, get them a hotel, fly them in. You haven't done all of that. I know what it takes.
I listen.
Have security. Wait a minute.
I'm sorry. I'm distracted by Miss Coco's titties she was showing a minute ago.
Not to mention, you keep saying you're a one-man show. What about when you got to have another 15, 20 people there? They got to be paid. Who gonna pick up the trash?
Well, that's
who gonna run registration.
I'm saying, but listen, that's your camp. I always run a registration, so
how you Super Bowl as a one-man show, and you're gonna be the referee at the game, the crowd at the game.
Listen. See, you missing. Listen, it still don't cost. It still don't cost 15,000 per group to do it.
I just said whatever we don't use, you give back, but you got to have enough to make sure you can do the show. You have to. And I have done shows by myself that were in excess of $15,000. One show. So, like I said, we have to make sure that the competitors are secure and coming. Like Wilson said, it's what, $2,000-$3,000 for him to come? Well, give him an opportunity to win that much money. If not, who wants to go to a show and compete and lose money?
Well, if that's the case, Vernon, then you're talking about the same thing with the Joe Blow who just come to the show. Somebody, we all drive to Sling Spurs just to go to Sling Spurs and don't get in nothing. So do we suppose to come back home with some money?
If you go to
everybody can't get compensated for coming. So yes, if you do travel,
you're not even listening to the people on this panel. Everybody can. If you do a police escorted ride, then the people that came, they're being compensated for what they want. If your vendors come in for free and they make sales, they're being compensated. If the people come in and there's entertainment, like Queen said, besides you doing a sound show for 12 hours, people might want to have an actual concert. They might actually want to hear a band, so they're being compensated in that way.
How many people was at the Paul Wall show? Because it definitely went over 100.
Well,
can I say something?
Go ahead.
Some things you don't need. Some things you need, and some things you don't need.
You're right. Some things you need and some things you don't need, but it also depends on where you are and what you're doing. If you notice the 3 World Showdown, once again, you keep commenting on my shows, but you ain't been to them. Every show that we do, we've tried to do.
They have been on the East Coast close to me. Or normally I'm always out of town. So if I could make a show, I would make a show. But I send people to your shows. Trust me.
I don't mind if you can't make a show, but you shouldn't comment on it then. Because you brought up Paul Wall, but what about when we was in Atlanta?
Yeah, you're right. Well, how was it in Atlanta? I don't know. Ain't nobody tell me from Atlanta.
You had no idea how Atlanta was.
Atlanta got the bikes anyway. Atlanta always packed, but I don't know how packed your show was because no one said anything about it.
On one show that maybe didn't go well is not a true fact. In the end, you want to give people a variety of things. Yeah. If you want to do a pool party, that's cool. If you want to have a band come in, that's cool. If you want to do a ride, that's cool. Every event don't have to be the same.
Correct.
But cost. So if you're going to do a Super Bowl event, it should be bigger than the event that we do every time we're out. That's the thing Wilson was trying to explain to you.
It's always bigger. That's why I was in Florida. It's always bigger. I never had a problem.
Can I say something as a participant and a competitor?
Go ahead.
I respect both of y'all. I really do. And I like going to shows. And at the end of the day, and Miss Coco can attest to that, a lot of times we go to shows and we want to have a good time. And it would be great if everybody could come together on one accord. And, Vernon does a great job with hosting and the lights. And Jimmy does a good job with the sound competitions as well. And it would just be great if we could all just kind of, you know what I mean? Because sometimes as participants in the show, we just want to have fun. And we would just love to all be able to come together at a great show, and you bring all the people that are dedicated to each platform together.
I agree. I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I also agree that it's okay for shows to be separate. So that way individuals can go to the type shows that they want to go to. For instance, some people might want to go to sound shows and listen to music 10, 12 hours. Some people might not want to do that all day. So why mix it and force people to go through it if they don't want to? If you come to a 3 Wheel Showdown, if we have 20, 30 bikes in a show, we still get it done usually by 8 or 9 o'clock. We're done. And we're on to the next thing.
You said 30 bikes?
Yeah, 30 bikes.
Oh, that must was Atlanta.
Yeah, but we had some with 30, some with less. But you keep talking about the numbers and you're getting confused. It's not about how many people come to your show.
No, because you're saying we had you said that the competition was 12. How many people have that's because you have a lot of bikes that enter the sound competitions. That's why, sometimes it do go long. You're right. So, like you said, if you're getting done at 8 o'clock, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, you will have different stuff. And don't get it twisted. Yeah, we did do parties after the shows, but sometimes, like you say, some people leave and get on the road, or some people be tired. So yes,
Jimmy, that's a choice, man. However you want to do your shows is fine. Everybody keeps talking about combining the shows. There's combining shows. Let everybody what they like appreciate the most.
Yeah. So Black Mamba. So to answer your question, I don't think it'll never happen. But I'm up for it if they was willing.
All right. So we're gonna get out of here right now. I want to thank everybody. Vernon, you got one more thing to say?
No, I was saying
okay.
We'll get my show on here real soon.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here. I want to thank everybody for participating in Sling Talk 11. I appreciate it. Sling Talk 12 will be coming out soon. I'll be live streaming with a popular slingshot owner, Bounty Hunter. So make sure you tune in for that. And we out of here. Peace.
Thank you, bro.
Peace. Bye.
Peace, y'all. Y'all be good now. All right, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Later.
You try, Black.